Barkeepers and lager flair. LA looks styling in my hair. Super NES, Donkey Kong and an MK2. Turn on MTV and grab some Big Juice. Sunny D and Funyuns with the real life crew. Pop culture talks, Nintendo dreams, afraid of the dark and late night screams. Rocket fires on Nick Radio. After these messages, now back to the show.
Oh, hello. Welcome, everybody, to the Real Life. I tried to do it. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Real Life Perspective Show. Tonight, we are joined with the Rushmore Show. We are going to be talking about our favorite Nickelodeon shows from our childhood, even up to today's stuff. So we're just going to be talking all over the map. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Make sure you have your top three Nickelodeon shows. So we're ready to do that. Somebody's about to get slimed tonight. Are you guys ready? Let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All the places we have been, barbecue to watching Nickelodeon. So come along for a real life adventure. Celebrate the 80s, 90s pop culture. It's Friday night. It's time to go live with the real life. Friends by our side, have a drink or two. Talk about cartoons. Here's a toast to you, the real life crew. The real life crew. Here's a toast to you.
The Rushmore Show in the house. Andy, Kirk, what is up, my friend? Say hello to the internet.
We're trapped in the internet. Everyone save us, please.
Help!
Help!
I'm here. I'm ready. Nick. Let's get this on, man.
Nickelodeon. There we go, man. Hey, Kirk, I'm digging the glasses.
Yeah, I got them from a good friend of mine with some cards. And I think we're going to do some cards tonight, aren't we?
Absolutely, we're going to do some cards. I remember that. I had a friend once. I remember those days. That's great, man. It's good to have friends, yeah.
I got a sticker around here somewhere, too.
Yeah, cool. Hey, Andy, how are you this evening, sir?
I'm doing great. You know, we were talking about it beforehand, how those 3D glasses make you blind. I would somehow be less blind, I think, than what I am without my glasses on. So
yeah, I mean they're fun.
Maybe it would help me. Who knows?
It's a cool little shtick, but man,
yeah, don't feel obligated. Don't feel
burning your retina out right now,
especially with the ring light through them.
Bro, I'm doing this for the culture, man. And you know what else I did for the culture? I ate some 1987 gum from a wax pack. I don't know if you
Okay.
guys saw that.
Love seeing my boys in the chat, man. Barry, Bryce. Look at this. Rips and Bruises here.
Patrick
what?
McCaskill's here too, man.
Patrick.
All right. Well, let's jump right into that.
It's Patrick's here. I got SpongeBob. So you were ready, man.
You all set? All right. Let's get some back stuff going on here. And let's just go ahead and jump right into the chat, man. Let's say hello. First to the key, ladies and gentlemen, is Barry. Welcome, Barry. Good to see you, sir. Welcome here. We got the girl dad. That's Andy, right? That's you, buddy.
That's me. I'm all
That's
in the
Andrew.
Yep. There you go. And John Murphy Jr., welcome, young man. Always a pleasure. Rushmore, let's get this thing going. Ryan Smiga from Smigalodian. You'll have to tell us if it's Smigalodian or if it's Smiga. You'll have to educate us on that, man, because he's on Instagram. Phenomenal collection. He's a big Nickelodeon fan and all kinds of pop culture stuff. Really great dude.
I see it.
Yeah. I'll show you guys the Zebo he drew for me when we pull up the Nick Avenue cam here after a while. Rushmore. Okay, more people saying hello. Barry. We said hello. Kirk. There you go. That's another. that's all right. All right. Hey, Rips and Brews. Keith. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? How is your weekend going? Well, hey, guys, it's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Weekend. Yeah.
I love a 3-day week.
Yeah. Same here, man. Same here.
It's loaded with sports and fantasy football. So, I mean, what can we do better than that?
That's right. Everybody saying hello to each other. We got a Nolan P in the house.
That's
Nolan. That's one of my students. What's up, Nolan?
Welcome, Nolan. Welcome to the Real Life.
On my side.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Welcome.
That's
Nolan.
right. We're simulcasting across my channel and y'all's channel as well. So we're just one big, great, happy community here. Love it, man. Keith Bird over on your channel as well, looks like.
Yeah, Kenneth was our first winner of a giveaway. Bud Files. I don't know if Bud Files frequents you guys, but he frequents us. Yep. Seeing some
nice,
friends.
Man. Welcome, man. Good to see you. Bryce JW, another one from your channel.
So Bryce is he's a video game guy. He's going to be on our show later in the year. Barry's hopefully going to be on the show later in the year. And then also you mentioned one other guy. Oh, Keith and Andy are going to be on our show in about a month.
Oh, that's right. You guys know Keith and Andy. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right on, man. That's good stuff. See, isn't it awesome how it's bringing us all full circle together? I love the community here, man. This is very nice. Saying hello to Mr. Patrick McCaskill.
I worked with Patrick at Raising Cane's in college, so it's awesome that we're connected. That way,
man.
Patrick, I'm glad for you to be here, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely. We're all glad to have you here. Who else? Who we got? Oh yeah, the Bud Files. Yeah, you mentioned him. Who's the Bud Files? Remind me.
Just a friend of ours, one of the Summit Squad. Been hanging around the last few weeks. We're glad to have you, man.
Nice, man. And then another one coming in, PNX World up in the house.
So I actually met them through the Southeast Gaming Exchange that I went to. We kind of found each other through socials, reached out to them. Would love to have them on the show too. Kind of talk to them a little bit on their Instagram. Cool channel, real cool channel. Go follow them.
Cool. Hey, and everybody who is here, just so you guys know, if you type the word real, REEL, if you would like to share your YouTube channel, you type the word real in the chat, REEL, just like this. I don't know if it'll work on my end because I'm going through the software, but you type that in and it will plug your channel, man. So here's just like that. Type that in, and then next thing you know, boom, go check out the Real Life Perspective Show right then and there, right? So that's how that works. Feel free to share, man. We're a big community. Let's follow each other, help grow this pop culture positive world we got going on here, man. So there you go. Okay. Well, guys, speaking of, I don't know if you guys, did you guys hear that? I've got somebody at my door. Hang on one second. I gotta go get him.
Who's there?
You should never say who's there. Don't you watch scary movies?
Oh, and it's Ryan Smiga. We were just talking about you.
What's up,
Welcome.
Ryan? What's up, everybody? How's it
What's up,
going?
Ryan?
Look at that
Very good.
shirt, bro. Look at your shirt.
I love it.
Dude, that
for
is
the
sweet.
occasion.
It's that a mail-in order Tyvek jacket.
Oh, it's a jacket. Oh,
Yeah.
bro. I love it. Love it, man. Looks good on you too. Very
You
good.
have,
So
you have all Andy's picks on your shirt. You have all,
yeah, man. So I invited Mr. Ryan tonight because he is the biggest Nickelodeon fan I've ever met. So next to some of the Splat Attack crew, as you know, Ryan. But I decided to invite Ryan on as a special surprise guest as long as we can have him, man. So we're happy to have you. If you've never met Ryan, this is Kirk and Andy from the Rushmore Show. Say hello, guys.
What's up? How's it going?
What's up, Ryan? Man, glad to meet you. This is fun.
hey man, I'm excited to hang out with another old nostalgia guy. So we love nostalgia over at our show. So man, good to meet you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Mighty fine. Here, you know what? I think I'm gonna switch over too. I'm switching over. I'm going for it. I'm just switching. I'm just gonna switch over, man, because
Like
my eyes are bugging. My eyes are bugging. But you want a little bit of action there? There we go. Got a little bit of action there.
There we
Very
go.
good. Well, guys, let's get to our first segment. What do you think about that? How about that?
Let's do it.
All right, my friends, coming in with our real news segment. The first thing we talk about is the top 5 box office hits of the past weekend. So this will be for the weekend of the 23rd through the 25th of August. Coming in at number 5, we have The Forge. Number 4, we have Blink Twice. Number 3, It Ends With Us. Number 2, Alien Romulus. And, of course, still rocking it, number 1, Deadpool and Wolverine. No surprise there. Any thoughts on these movies, guys?
Well, I'll just be the first one to say this. I don't ever watch new movies, and it's not because I don't like them. I'm a really boring person. I'm a girl dad, so literally I watched the new Descendants Disney original. We've watched that, but yeah, we don't get out much as far
So
as
I'll also jump in. Being a father of a couple of young ones, the only time I go to the movies is if it's to see their movie. And the last one we went and saw was Inside Out. But I do have on deck to see a couple of these once they show up in the old house. I actually restarted Alien a couple days ago because of this movie. And I pulled up the Alien Predator chronological order, and I started to try and see if I can't watch them and get the whole story back together again.
Nice. Ryan.
Yeah, I saw Deadpool and Wolverine a few weeks ago, and I'm not a big Marvel, and I don't watch a lot of those movies. I've seen Deadpool, both of them before this one, and it's real good.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a bunch of clips and things, and just kind of even some of the spoilers that you try to avoid. By this time, you already see some of that stuff.
Yeah,
but it looks fantastic.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I haven't seen it in the theaters yet. I will wait for a Blockbuster home video for it to come out. And just like you guys, we're pretty much homebodies for the most part. When it comes out, like you said, we go when the kids have something to watch. Every once in a while, the wifey and I will get date night and we'll go out
I
to
mean,
the
I would
movie.
love to bring them, but they're just not of age to see those yet. So,
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We're we're in the same boat, man. I get it, but definitely want to check out the Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah, so very good. Hey, look, we got somebody else popping in the chat, Mr. Trumpet Master 77 Barbecue. What is going on, my brother from another mother? That is my barbecue brother, man. He's everything. If you want to learn about barbecue, he's the guy you go see. He releases content every Wednesday, man, and he does live streams on Saturday nights. Actually, he does content on Wednesdays and Fridays now. He's been releasing these killer jams that he's been rocking out. He released one today, man. So go check him out. Ray Trumpet, type real in the chat. You know the drill. Go follow my brother over there. Good if you want to know about barbecue, man.
I think the very first time I showed up at your show, before you even came on our show as a guest, Trumpet was one of your guests that popped in, and then he had to leave to go to his show. And I started following him then. I kind of lurk every once in a while with that barbecue stuff, man. It looks good.
Yeah.
Trumpet Master, I'm subscribed, man. I'm a fan of food, so I'm there for it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's good people, man. Good people. And we actually did we did a season 1 of Real Brobecue Adventures on my channel. If you go to my playlist and you want to go see some of the fun stuff we got into, where we ate some barbecue and went to some pop culture joints. The most fun, man, it's tough because the most fun episodes that we had was either the Halloween episode, making that one, or our finale episode of this episode 5. Where we had our run of the place of an arcade. They gave us, like, it had go-karts and all kinds of fun stuff and pinball machines, and they just gave us the run of the meal, man. So yeah, go check that out if you guys are feeling froggy, man, anytime. Almost choked on pizza. That's right, man. There's bloopers at the end where we just laughed for 5 minutes straight. We went up, somebody spiked our burgers or something. We didn't know what was going on, man. We were having a good old time. That's my brother, man. That's my buddy, good friend of mine. Go check out Trumpet Master 77 Barbecue. Coming over on Twitch for the most watch games or watch on Twitch is number 5, Escape from Tarkov. I don't know.
That's a pretty legit game.
Okay. Number 4, Valorant. Number 3, League of Legends. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 1, Just Chatting. And the reason why we promote that is because I'm always streaming, Monday Night Nitro or Nickelodeon shows like Are You Afraid of the Dark? And like last weekend we watched, what did we watch? Brink, the old 2001, Brink skater movie, that old Disney Channel original movie.
Fantastic movie.
You remember that movie? Yeah. So we streamed that last Saturday. We try to do it on Saturday nights. I promoted that tomorrow night we're supposed to be a double feature, but I forgot I've got a baseball game to attend. So we're going to push it to Sunday night because it is a holiday weekend. Most people are off on Monday. So we're going to be watching a Goofy movie and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on it's a double feature, man. So
see, this Goofy movie is my second best soundtrack of a Disney movie of any of them.
So stand up.
It's the second.
So hey, I just had an idea right there, Sean. I was looking over at the chat. We have food coming up in November and December. Trumpet Master, we'd love to have you to come over to our show. We talk food in November and December if you want, man. If you go check us out and let me know.
There you go. Make sure you guys type real Andy or Kirk could type real in the chat so he could follow you over there, man. He's got the link for you. There you go, man. And very good, very good. And so coming in with our movie fact of the week, guys. Okay, to prepare for his role as Hawkeye in The Last of the Mohicans from 1992, an 18th century survivalist, Daniel Day-Lewis, learned to track and skin animals, build canoes, fight with tomahawks, and fire and reload a flintlock on the run. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, doesn't he wait 10 years between movies that he does? So, I mean, he's got time to do that, I
think. Yeah, he sure does, right? He's like James Cameron, puts out a movie once every 20 years, and then it's always I'm
just going to go out there and share this. I have been wanting to get Last of the Mohicans on our show plenty of times because I absolutely love that movie. Chingakuk. Man, that dude was legit. But yeah, Hawkeye was a great character, man. And Daniel Day-Lewis, they always say he's like so acclaimed about everything. It's because he does stuff like this, man. Like he takes everything serious.
Ultimate actor, right?
Yeah. Fantastic actor, no doubt. Ryan, you like Daniel Day-Lewis?
Top notch, man. Top notch.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in that. I saw that when I was in high school. We went on a trip and we got to see that. And yeah, like you said, every 10 years, he did Gangs of New York, and but yeah, he takes everything serious, and that's what actors should do. Is play
Speaking of high school, I believe I watched this in literature and film in high school. I'm pretty sure I did that. Yeah,
nice, man. I think our gen was watching. We read The Outsiders and we watched The Outsiders.
I think we watched that too.
Yeah. Oh, cool. We didn't watch this. I figured this would be. Was this pretty? I never saw this movie. Was this pretty violent?
It was pretty violent, but
wow.
There were a couple movies on there that I was like, oh, you had to get that permission slip.
Yeah. My nostalgia is kicking in here. The very first thing I ever saw Daniel Day-Lewis in was My Left Foot. I was at home when I was a youngster, and my mom was watching it in the living room, and I just remember going, why is she watching a movie about a guy with no arms and he's messing with his foot with a pencil? I didn't know I didn't understand it at all. I just walked in and saw 5 seconds, and I walked out going, okay, but of course, later on, I found out that that's, it's it is what it is. So, but yeah, that's my first Daniel Day-Lewis visual, from his acting debut. Right. What was the first thing you guys ever saw him in?
I think it's
this is the one.
Yeah, Last of the Mohicans.
I think this is probably the first for me. It'd be the Mohican. Well, I don't think I saw My Left Foot, but I can't see my right foot sometimes either. But
yeah, very good. We got in high school. Yep, we read and saw The Outsiders. John Murphy. Yep, correct. Yep, so we did too. We watched and read.
I'm having like floodback of like nostalgia, and I'm thinking about that particular class. I believe we watched Breakfast at Tiffany's. I think we watched Rebel Without a Cause.
Nice.
Make sure we watched this and The Outsiders. Yeah, there were a lot of cool movies.
You had a football coach as your English teacher, apparently, because all they did was put movies.
No, this is literature and film. It was a class of watching movies.
Oh, that's cool. I wish we had stuff like that. We had social studies.
Class.
Yeah, we watched the old Romeo and Juliet.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the OG.
We watched one of those too. We watched, and that was the worst one of all of them.
Yep.
Man, I really enjoyed. I'll admit this because I was a teenager. It was like a guilty pleasure at the time, but I really enjoyed the Leonardo Romeo and Juliet with all that, the all-star cast and everything.
Underrated.
Yeah, great flick, man. Great movie. The whole movie, and so I'll tell you guys this, and please don't tell anybody. So that's a joke. I had this idea because the whole movie they're speaking in poetry, right? I had this idea for a movie once. I said, man, wouldn't it be cool to be able to write a movie in context of nothing but old movie lines in music lyrics? Be able to create a script with a storyline using stuff with, I don't know, like, give me that beer, you pumpkin pie haircutted freak, or I'm going to hang by the bar, put out the vibe, and just like put all these, or Sarah Connor, you come with me if you want to live. All these lines that we've heard over our span of growing up, and just put it into a movie somehow with nothing but movie quotes from movie. And the closest thing I ever saw to somebody doing that was a movie called Fanboys with where almost they just kept throwing out so many movie reference lines, and like 75% of the movie was movie quotes, and I loved it.
Idea.
I'll tell you, that movie would not be up Kirk's alley though, because he is not, or at least he can't tell you where the quote comes from. He can quote things,
quote all kinds of things, but I never know where it came from.
He can't quote to save his life.
That happens, man. That happens. Sunflowers, welcome to the Real Life Perspective Show. Good to see you.
Sunflowers.
Very good. All right. Well, you know what? That's going to do it for our real news, guys. So how about that? So, Ryan, while we got you, man, did you guys bring anything for show and tell? Anybody?
I have my one Nickelodeon thing that's right here.
From
My only
Okay, so that was you texting me that earlier. Okay, I didn't know. Yeah.
one
And-
thing.
Hey, I will share this though. Like it's my one Nickelodeon thing, but
love it.
it's actually kind of special to me because when I moved here to Atlanta, I moved here to do mission work and work the streets of Atlanta and homelessness. And one of the last guys actually, before I got out of doing that, now I'm into teaching. I gave him like clothes and food, and he gave me this. So like it was his payment. Was he had
That's
this? And he's
sentimental.
like, I'll hook you up with this. And I was like, man, that's really cool. And so I had it kind of in the car that we drive around doing that for a couple. And then when I left the organization, I was like, oh, that's coming with me. That's not staying here. That's coming with me.
That's
So,
awesome, man. Great memento.
So your teacher, what do you teach? What grade?
I teach elementary health right now. Yeah. So and then ministry. We do both. Andy and I both do the very similar things. So yeah, I'm in kindergarten through 5th. Health class, PE, that kind of thing.
I teach 7th grade science and robotics. So
There you go, man. And Andy used to be a teacher, and now he's just full-time ministry. So I used to be full-time ministry, and now I'm a teacher. So it's kind of we trade it.
I have a degree in PE, and he became a health teacher. I mean, he literally has everything that I was credentialed for, and I had what he was credentialed for. The weirdest thing.
A little vice versa going on here. You remember that with
it is quite ironic. Oh, look at there.
Nice.
let's see him. Hold on. There he is. Oh wait, what does he say? Happy joy.
A log.
I love it.
Yeah, Stimpy's phenomenal. Oh, you got some more? Look, here we go.
That
Oh,
shit, man.
Oh, that's cool. What is that?
Oh,
They're magnets?
yeah,
Their butts stick together.
yeah.
That's awesome. I love it, man.
I've had this since I guess it's like 94, 95.
Uh-huh.
And Sean, you've seen this, of course.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
What's a class?
This is my original. And something that came with it, but unless most people threw it away. I just got this in today. They also came with stickers.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. Yeah.
Whoa. Wait, what came with stickers?
All these different ones, like inside with the little look like a postcard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get one. The one I got off eBay didn't have all that cool stuff in it.
Well, no, like when you bought them, like back in the day, they came inside the box.
That's cool. What else you got? Anything?
If you ever went to Pizza Hut?
Yep.
Oh, yes. Is that Eureka's Castle?
Yep.
Man, I have this memory. My dad used to sing at a piano bar when I was a kid, and I would go help him set up his equipment at like 4:00 in the afternoon. And it was dark. The piano bar was super dark, and I'd help him load in. And they'd always have the TV on for me, and they had Nickelodeon on. And I remember watching Eureka's Castle during that time, helping my dad set up.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Wow. What do you call that? A table plate?
You call it
tray.
it. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, wow. It's an actual it's a coffee table book that turns into a
TV
coffee
tray.
table.
Deadpan. No, it's not.
That's awesome, man.
I have more, but I'm saving that Splattex.
That's right. You were gonna be guesting on their show pretty soon, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Mighty
What
fine.
show we guested on?
Splat Attack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
big
mention that.
Nickelodeon. Great people. Great, super awesome.
Oh, yeah.
If you want Andy, that's your channel, man. If you want Nickelodeon, that's all they do. They just released a video. Do you remember when Nick takes over your school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember praying earnestly for that to happen.
Yes.
Sean, I love Barry's comment. Check it out.
Which one? This one?
Yeah,
That's a Phillies fanatic.
from Eureka's Castle. That.
Oh,
that
yeah.
dragon.
Magellan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the colors. Yeah. That's good stuff, man. There you go. Splat Attack. Yeah, John Murphy Jr. is from that channel. He came over. Yeah. Their latest episode is when Nick takes over your school. They found kids that were they found. I don't know how it's like Back to the Future. Oh my God, they found me. I don't know how, but they found me. They found these people that were they had Nick at their school. You know, and they tell them about their experience of their how they were able to what they did, all the kind of stuff that they did there. Yeah, what's that? You got some more Ren and Stimpy there?
Yeah,
It's
it's one of those touch and feel books.
Oh, of course it is. Oh my!
And it's got like the
Pat.
and it's even got a sock that smells.
Oh,
Scratch and sniff. It's got like the sandpaper. I actually had this when I was younger, but I got this a couple months ago.
oh my gosh, I got to find one of those. That's phenomenal. I never knew that was even a thing, man. That's cool.
Hilarious.
I love it, dude. Love it, dude. Thanks for sharing.
I'm sub
no
to
problem.
Splat Attack, and I know what I'm doing with my 3-day weekend now. So
There you go, dude. That they've had like the CEO, the lady who created Nickelodeon on their channel. Like everybody you can think of. Like they're
Phil
awesome.
Moore?
Phil Moore is on there. Yeah, Phil Moore. Yeah, from Nick Arcade. Phil Moore was on my show a while back.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you, so he came and guested, and then, but he's well known over there at Splat Attack. They're good buddies, and they just the whole channel is dedicated to Nickelodeon. So if you want to get your Nickelodeon fix, go check out my friend Splat Attack. Actually, they're going to be on the show next Friday night. Now that I think about it, yeah, that's right. I got to plug that. They're going to be there. We're going to be here 8 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be talking about our favorite breakfast cereals. You know?
yes,
Yeah.
We have a show on that.
we did a show on that.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys doing a show on everything, man. How many live streams you guys got in now?
Well, episodes. We're in episode
135, 140?
135.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Yes. John Murphy, yep, they're coming in with the Nick school. So fun fact, Nick in Latin America looked a little different than it did here in the U.S. Ren and Stimpy didn't air on Nick. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. Also, we got the Amanda Bynes show aired like super late when she was actually older, so it was kind of weird swirling her young kind of weird swirling her younger. Yeah. Oh, is PNX World from Latin America? Is that what I'm getting
I
here?
think they're originally from there, but they just mentioned they're close to Atlanta now. So I bet one of them is from originally in that area.
Oh yeah. Hey, you guys go check out my buddy Rips and Brews. They also do a live stream on Wednesday nights called I'm trying to think of what it's called.
Flips.
Yeah, but what's their thing on Wednesdays called? Go check them out. Pastime Picks podcast, man. So they did a cereal episode a couple of weeks back, but they also blended it with actual serial killers. So that's what this reference is for those that are curious about what he's talking about. Oh, we got somebody new from your channel over there. We got Yoda Papa up in the house.
What's up, Yoda? Welcome to the show, man. Thanks for hanging out. We're hanging out on Real Life Perspective tonight, and thanks for coming by, man. Yoda's got a cool little show. He's actually in the card community that we're kind of connected with. So he's a card collector guy. So
nice.
If you like cards, go over there.
There you go. Welcome to the show, buddy. In Mexico, it was known as Reno y Stimpy. Seeing her, only one of us is the other is born. Okay. And bred Florida. Very good. Patrick, if someone pulls out Danger Mouse, I'll be impressed. Oh, how about that? Oh, a little foreshadowing. Hannah Montana was not Nickelodeon. Oh, Keith, I forgot the tattoos. I forgot he messaged me about some tattoo stuff, or he sent a message on the left a comment on the Real Rips today, because I really if everybody missed it, I ripped a few packs of Nicktoons trading cards.
Yeah.
And yes, they come with like 12 tattoos in it, man. That's awesome, dude. They were so Nickelodeon has always been so giving and so they're all about the people. I've never seen like from the get go. They're awesome. I'll pick them over Disney any day.
Amen.
So,
Thank you.
Hello, Yoda. Hello, Newman. Barry Nightbot up in there. Okay, well, guys, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's
spin the wheel.
Hold on, no, it's 8:42.
Oh,
So that's what time it is.
I got
Just kidding.
9:41.
Just kidding. All right. I'm going to unbox a couple of things I got in this week. I can't wait to show you guys. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. So in order to do that, we need to bring up the Nick Avenue cam. Okay. So first thing I need to do, stop my cam for a second. We need some better lighting up in here. And I'm going to full screen. Well, okay. I'm going to full screen this bad boy. So uno momento, my friends. If I can get it. There it is. All right. Well, if you've never seen the Nick Avenue, guys, let's take a quick tour for you guys. So we got my telephone over there. We got my Doug signed by Billy West. We got a Chucky backpack. We got little Quill Man there. This hat donated by Keith. It's signed by Keith. I'm not a sports guy. You'll have to remind me who that's signed by. I can't remember if that's signed by a sports dude, but Keith donated that to me. There's my cartoon cell of Ninja Turtles right there. Over here are my Bull Air shoes. If you you talk about Deadpool Wolverine, those are the Wolverine shoes. That's my Pet Monsters. That's my Nintendo shoes, NES Blazers. Ryan Smiga from Smigalodian. Ryan, is it Smigalodian? How do you pronounce it?
It's Smigalodian.
Smigalodian. Ryan drew that for me. He came up to a sidewalk sale that was going on and gifted me with that. So that's my favorite picture right there. So thanks, Ryan. Got some GAC. We got my Nickelodeon H2O power blimp back there, and of course the Time Blaster clock. There's the blimp. Some more Doug stuff back there. There's a pin, and what's the name? Doug and Pork Chop. Nickelodeon magazine. All kinds of fun stuff, and then Stimpy down here. This was new. This was drawn last week. That's the whatchamacallit? Zebo the Clown Garbage Pail Kid, drawn by GPK Vinny. Shout out. And then my favorite picture in this, my favorite poster in this room is this. Did you guys see this? This is my Are You Afraid of the Dark poster. It's got them all just chilling.
Night Society.
Yeah, and look at this. Look at this.
That is amazing.
Is that
Isn't that
the
awesome?
is that the one from the cereal box?
No, this is just somebody made this, man.
Okay.
I bought off Etsy. See if I can get that high enough. Oh yeah, look. You recognize all these?
That is so good.
Yeah, we got Grinner. My favorite, Van Wink. Well, no, what's his name? Vink, Dr. Vink. There's the
not Suspiro.
Yeah. Who's the pool monster? Forget the name. And that's the witch from the Pinball Wizard. And then there's Zebo right there, of course. And then there's the werewolf next door? What was it called? The full Tale of the Full Moon. There's the vampire from my one of my favorite episodes, and then oh gosh, I don't know these guys. Crimson Clown, I think, and then I can't tell. I can't tell you guys who those are, but maybe y'all know. Maybe y'all know. But then of course over here in Goosebumps Gully, we have the Goosebumps sign along with these cool masks. What do y'all think about those guys?
That's amazing.
Yeah, cool.
We got Slappy and the Haunted Mask, and then there's some Garbage Pail Kids. But my buddy Keith also donated these cool VHSs here. So now because he donated that, I have to start a Goosebumps. I have to buy Goosebumps stuff to. Now I'm gonna add Goosebumps stuff. So I got some more stuff on the way. So that was a quick little tour of Nick Avenue. Hope you guys have had a good time doing that. Let's open up a box. What do you guys think about that?
Let's do it.
Do it. Yeah.
I know you can't see me, but I'm cutting. I'm cutting. Ugh. Let's see. What's in this first box? I forgot. Oh, I know what's in this box. Here we go. Who's ready? I know you are. All right.
I see orange.
You see some orange. Yeah. I saved this for the show specifically.
Oh, that's a VHS. Snake.
There you go.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
One and
How about
two.
Nick.
Little snick action. VHSs.
Dude, those orange VHS were amazing. I remember having the it was like a compilation one of like Halloween episodes.
Oh, nice.
So it had like Our Real Monsters, it had the Rugrats Halloween, it was all kinds of different ones. It was a special. But it's that orange VHS is just iconic.
Yeah, dude. So these will go. I'm gonna add these somewhere over here. I don't know where yet. I'm gonna do that, and then one more. Where you at? Okay. You guys are gonna love this one. Nothing in there. Oh, where's my? Here we go. It's my Sam Goody bag. All right.
Ah.
Here we go. So I got these cards. These Snick limited edition cards here. Get my light on that. There we go. And they're all the same. I just thought they said Snick on it. You know, I don't see a lot of old merch nowadays with anything with Snick on it. So I've just been kind of going with a Nick. But who remembers this bad boy?
I got it right here.
Nice.
I got mine.
You idiot.
I got mine too.
I had this when I was a kid. I had this cassette. And then to take it up a notch, I got this in. What do you think about that?
Nice. Is that still sealed?
No, I opened it because I'm going to play it. I'm going to make some content out of it. But so this is the backside, right? It's the same
Vinyl?
same-
Oh, okay, I see.
It's got this.
Okay.
It's the same as this, but on a vinyl. But this is a special vinyl. I'll show you why. This is a special edition splat, green splat on that.
Cool.
What do you think about that? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That was awesome. So I'm gonna make some content. I'm gonna put my record player right here, and I'm gonna play some songs on it, and release that and all that fun stuff. But
Nice.
that's my unbox of the week, man. So I wanted to do Nickelodeon themed, and we did.
That's some cool stuff, man. But I think you made a mistake, man. You're letting Andy see your future picks and how he's going to have to tackle this.
Maybe you don't know. We don't know, man.
I have a long list. I'm gonna have 3 that I can come up with, so I have no worries.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I got a feeling.
I thought it was funny, Sean, that you were like, you sports guys, you're taking this like a little competitively.
Well, because I was telling you that, like Andy and Keith are always going at each other, like competitively. Oh man, like
that's
you
what I
should
love about their show, though. When I watch Andy and Keith, they're very much like us when it comes to some of those comments, and they're
It's like
both
fantasy football league.
yeah.
yeah, for sure, man. Let's get that out there.
Sean, I have it too.
Nice.
Nice, man. Yeah. Hold on, let me pull you out. Let me see it again. Let me see it one more time. There it is. Awesome.
As you were showing the poster earlier too, you've seen them, but the other ones that I made.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I love it, man. So have you been decorating your? Are you going to decorate any of that with on your classroom this year?
Well, I thought I was going to, because that was for Halloween, so it might still have like Pokemon still up. But I'm in my room now that I'm decorating. So, like you were saying with the VHS tapes.
Oh yeah, check them out. Oh, you got them too. You got those the Snick ones over there.
Now those are the Ren and Stimpy, and then I have one Rugrats one.
Okay. Hold on. Stay on that. Where's my
All right.
boy? Where's my boy? My boy Manny up in the house from the Splat
Hey,
Attack
man.
crew is in the house, guys.
What's up, Manny?
Manny is a part of the Splat Attack crew. He is one of the founding members there, man. So I wanted to show him his favorite. You know what his favorite is, right, Ryan?
Yes. I don't have it in here. Actually, I do.
You had something on the wall with it. Oh, check out the hat. Wienerville up in the house. What is going on? Yeah, there's the poster. Very nice. And then you got had something. Oh, okay. What was the thing you had over there by the VHSs? You had a Wienerville something up there.
Oh, it's well, I have one right here. Oh, I can't take that one off.
What is that?
That's Dottie. It's a picture of Dottie.
He signed it?
Dottie the mayor. Well, Mark signed it, yes.
Mark signed it. Awesome, man.
You can still get them on his website. He'll send them to you. And he'll give you several of them signed.
That's awesome. What's the other side? Something said Wienerville on it. It was like yellow and everything, right?
Oh, that's a folder. I got some down here. Yeah, that's like a school folder.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
And you get 10 of them for like $10.
No kidding. Oh,
and
see,
these are from the actual like 1995 or something like that.
Oh, right on, man.
96,
That's so cool.
96. Yeah.
Love it, man. Thanks for sharing that. Manny,
No
welcome to the show, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. Good to see him, brother. The other Andy. That's my Andy. That's my other brother, Andy. Just like
Daryl, my other brother Daryl, and my other brother Daryl.
You got it. You guys, I knew you get it. I knew you get the. Wow, love the glasses. Thanks, brother. I can. I'm giving my eyeballs a break for a little while. I don't want to. I'm not going to go too flashy. Get it?
Hey,
here's my real brother. This is Chad. The Chad up in the house, just getting home. What I missed?
Chad.
You missed everything. You missed everything, says Ryan. Ryan's. Oh, we're just talking about Nickelodeon stuff. We just did the unboxing, and now it's time for. Talk about the Rushmore show, guys.
yeah.
So we got your Instagram here pulled up. So let's start with that. Whoever wants to take the reins, have at it.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Kirk. You do it.
We're hopping in. It's like double Dutch. Here.
Hop in. Get in where you can fit in.
Well, thanks for having us. First off, this is a blast. We've had you on the show. I saw you guys via the community hop in here and there, and I think I found Keith and either found you guys or you guys then Keith and just kind of been hanging out in you guys' communities recently. So we are the Rushmore Show. We're about 3.5 years into this thing, maybe a little more than 3.5 years actually. So we're almost 4 years. And we started just as a way to connect. I moved to Atlanta. Andy lives in New Orleans area, my hometown. And it's just a way to stay connected. We have guests on every week, and we talk pop culture. We talk 6 things. So if you go by our schedule, January and February, we do video games. And then March and April, we do movies or music. And then May and June we do movies and TV. And then what's kind of your favorite right here in the middle months we do nostalgia, and now we just left nostalgia, we're moving into sports, food, and so that's kind of the topics that we handle. And we do our top 4. So what's your favorite? So kind of what you're about to do here with kind of picking our favorite Nickelodeon. What you would do if you came on our show, you would pick your top 4 favorite, like the Rushmore, Mount Rushmore. And we can match, though, over there. So when you match, we call it a Crushmore. And then our honorable mentions, we play a little game similar to this where you can't match. So our shows are usually hanging out on Friday nights, and unless life happens, and we move to Thursdays. And life happened this week because we're on your show. and we're doing. Oh, look at that! It's like the
Inception. It's Inception, man. What's happening right now? What is going on?
So yeah, man. So if anybody wants to come on over, we're always looking for guests. We have all our sports booked for the next 2 months. Food is coming up to finish the year, and then we're back in video games. In video games, we might have our best lineup ever. A lot of big names in the video game community. If you frequent any of that, you'd see a lot of these guys, and Bryce is one of them hanging out in the chat. So thanks for having us, and that's us, man. Go like and subscribe and hang out. You call you the Summit Squad if you join us. So that's us hanging out in the community. We do conventions, and we hang out in conventions and kind of interview people and just kind of have a little bit of fun. So we love that.
Very good, man. And so how long ago did you guys start your channel?
So we're in year 3 now of the show. This, and Kirk may have said it, this started out as just the kind of conversations that he and I would have, like at his house. We would be in his kitchen eating chips, and we'd be like, "Hey, what's your Rushmore of Doritos flavors, right?" Or something like that. And then and then over time, after a little while of doing that, just naturally, we're like, "What if we did a podcast, or what if we did a show where we talk about this?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure, let's try it." And the first video got like 300 likes, so we're like, maybe people want to hang out with us. I don't know, which is just crazy to think that still. And I think a lot of people we talk to that do shows, it's like, why do people want to hang out with us? It's interesting, but we definitely feel that. But yeah, so we're in year 3. Like we just said earlier, we're coming up on episode like 135, 136, somewhere around there. It's been a blast, man. Ton of fun.
Very cool. You guys are all over, man. You got Facebooks, you got Discord, you got Instagram, you got YouTube, Twitch. You're on X, you're on TikTok, you're on Culture Box. You guys are everywhere, man.
Hey, let me shout those guys out real quick. Culture Box. So here's the thing, guys. We are both youth pastors and both teachers, parents, coaches. We kind of have some things similar. And over on our channel, we're not a Christian podcast, but we're not a Christian podcast is what we say. We do devotions over there in the geeky world. And Culture Box is a bunch of our Christian friends that do geeky stuff, nerdy stuff. And so that's kind of a group of guys we just partner with. If you're into that kind of stuff, go find those guys and follow them. They do pop culture stuff too, movies, TV, video games, and that stuff. So if you like that stuff, go visit them.
There you go, man. Mighty fine. Okay. All right, then. How about that? Well, thanks for sharing that, guys. That is going to wrap up our real spotlight segment of this. So, you know what we've got? Here's next segment coming up in 3, 2. Let's rock our 1994 McDonald's Happy Meal Nick Blint game. So it's got 2 wheels on it. It's got categories and the alphabet, right? Categories are, we've got IC, we've got food, we've got cartoons, songs, and animals. And then the alphabet. So let's give it a spin. Let's see what comes up here. Oh, yeah, you got one too, Ryan? Let me see. There you go. Hey, Ryan, give us a spin. Give us a spin. Do the honor.
Good spin. Good spin. Good spin.
No whammies. No whammies. Stop.
Big bucks. No whammies.
Okay, so it's songs that start with an R.
Chat, you're allowed to play too. So toss out your songs that start with an R in the chat as well. So let us know what you're thinking.
Rum Shaker.
Can you just...
All I want to do is them a zoom, zoom, zoom.
Hey, rock and roll all night.
There you go.
Oh, good one. Good one.
Rambling Man.
Oh, man. That's a good one. That's a good one. How about
Rocket Man?
Rocket Man.
Let's go a little bit more contemporary. Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
Okay. Ooh. About rolling with the homies, man.
Nice.
Little Clueless action. Who says you can't learn anything from TV? What you got, chat? Oh, we got Rat in the Cage by there you go. By
Rusty Cage. What about Rusty Cage?
Rusty Cage.
That's a good one.
PNX coming in. Rocket Man. We got
Rattle
Rattling Him, says Berry Berry. That's I know it's tough. Ryan, give us another spin.
All right.
Rhinestone Cowboy. Yeah.
Limestone
Limestone
was leather.
Cowboys.
It was songs again, so I'll do it one more time.
Okay.
I reckon you want me to do a different letter? Songs that start with the letter D.
D.
Down with the sickness.
Nice.
Oh. This skirt. That's it. Dazed and Confused.
Led Zeppelin. Very nice.
Okay. We got newbie Luna Chavez Ortiz up in the house. Welcome. Coming from y'all's channel. Welcome to the show, Luna. Hey, if you
Devil
wanna
went down to Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
Oh yeah.
Dream
Down,
Warriors.
boys.
Dream
Says
Warriors.
Dreamweaver.
Dream Warriors, yeah.
Which one was Dream Warriors?
Dream Warriors by Dawkins from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4, yeah.
But what was this?
Dreamweaver from Wayne's World, Andy.
Oh, Dream Warriors.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Detroit Rock City coming in, Barry. Good one. He blinks on this game and he's not even on camera. Yeah.
You
But,
can
you know-
Google right now.
But that's the thing. He's an honest person. He does not Google. He tries to go off the dome. So, you know, Keith, he's a good man. Keith's good people. Dream on. Yeah. One more. Give us one more, Ryan. Don't let your boys grow up to be cowboys. There you go.
Food that starts with a G.
Food that starts with G.
Grapefruit.
Grapes.
Nice.
Ginger.
Drift away, man. You guys are nailing it.
Ginger.
I'm not going to cheat, Andy.
Ginger ale.
Soda.
Gummies.
Guacamole.
Goat cheese, yeah.
Grapes.
Gorgonzola.
Gargonzola. Yeah.
Oof. Do you
like
pair that with a white or red wine?
Gator melon.
Bristle.
Gator melon.
However you say it, gyro, gyro.
That's better than Gargonzola. Gouda.
There you go. Gouda's good. I love Gouda. Cheese.
Gyro. Gyro. Gyro.
There you go.
Euro.
There you go.
There goes my Euro.
There goes
Gabagool. Gabagool.
Gabagool.
I've heard that. Where have I heard that before? Gabagool.
From The Sopranos.
Is that where it's from? Okay. I knew I heard it from somewhere.
An episode of The Office. Michael tries to order gabagool from an Italian restaurant, and they said we don't have the
No doubt. Really? Oh my gosh. I love The Office, man.
gabagool. Sir, that's not real.
That's right. Smig is awesome at this game, says Keith.
Thank you.
Goulash.
I love
All right,
some
guys.
goulash.
Name a cartoon that starts with the letter K.
Cartoon with the letter K.
Kid Video.
Ooh. Kid Video, man. I have not heard that in a long time. Remind me what Kid Video was.
That's the one where they play music and they go into the mirror and fight Blaster Master. And they turn, like real people into the cartoon.
Nice.
Yeah.
About let's see. I gotta have something with a K over here somewhere.
Knights. Is there a Knight cartoon?
It's got to be a Knight something.
Is there a Knight Rider cartoon? Knight Rider? No.
It can be movies too. So like Disney movies, whatever. If you think of
Knights
something
around, I'm sure there's something to that. Knights. Kiss cartoon? Is there a Kiss cartoon?
There's a lot of Kiss, but I don't know if it's just called Kiss.
Cookie Koala.
Ooh, good one.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's a good one.
Cookie Koala. How about I still haven't come up with one, man. What did I say? Letter K?
Is there a king?
Captain Kangaroo.
Killer Tomatoes.
Yes, I saw that, but
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
maybe it's if you go Blockbuster rules. Is it?
Oh, duh. Why? That's
King.
That's the number one.
yes, that should have been number one. Yeah. Awesome, man. Kangaroo Jack. Why does that sound familiar? I think that's
Kung
one,
Kung
right?
Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Kung
Hong
Fu
Kong
Panda.
Fu. Nope,
Oh, Hong
that's an
Kong. That's H though. Yeah.
Very good. All right, I got something else for you guys. Ready for our next Kung Fu Panda 2. Was there
We're just gonna go Kung Fu Panda 3, Kung Fu
Oh.
Panda 4, Crypto.
Chat coming in with Crypto the Super Dog. I don't remember that one, but Caillou, whatever
That's
that
with
may
a C.
be.
And the CAILL.
CAILLOU.
Okay. Well, we'll give it to him.
Fact check.
All right.
Come on, Barry.
Nick Blimp game. It's harder than it seems, right? Good. But you guys are going to nail this next segment. I know you are. I just believe in you. All right. I got some trivia for you. So I'm going to give you some Nickelodeon stuff, and you guys are going to nail every one of these. We'll start with, well, they're all pretty. Let's see if you, let's just see. Let's just see if you guys know. This may be Nickelodeon's most popular show, a cartoon that debuted in 1999. It is about a character who lives in the ocean and works as a fry cook
Let's do it.
for his favorite restaurant. What show is this?
Are you ready, kids?
There you
Aye, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can hear you.
Is this
Let's
the
all-
Krusty Krab?
Let's see if we know the. Do we know the theme song? 3, 2, 1. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Oh, okay. This is terrible.
The evil sponge.
I got a TV right here.
If I can share just for like a half a second, Kirk and I both did kids camp here this summer, and we were the what team color were we? We were yellow, right?
Purple.
No, purple. Purple. That
Purple
was it.
Pirates.
Purple Pirates?
Purple Pirates.
Oh,
So
Mary just unsubscribed.
we have to come up with a chant. So we did a chant based on the SpongeBob theme song, and our kids absolutely loved it. We came in last place, but we had the best chant.
Right on. Yeah, I dig SpongeBob because of the SpongeBob movie, the very first one that came out. I've got a long story about it, but it involves my wife and my sister-in-law when she was about 8 years old, and my wife and I were dating at the time, and her and I got into a big argument in a car, and it was really awkward, and we had to drive all the way across town, and we were trying to go see The Incredibles when it first came out. And everywhere we went, it was sold out. So I drove all over Austin trying to find this place. And then we finally drove all the way back to where she lives, to the Lakeline, to a mall, and it was sold out there. But finally, so when we're driving, we were really upset with each other. We just were awkward silence. The sister-in-law was sitting in the back, 8 years old, and the radio's playing. And Pat Benatar, "Love is a battlefield," starts playing on the radio. And so we have this memory of going to the theater that day. And because Incredibles was sold out, we watched the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And we've loved every one of those movies ever since. So I have a nostalgic, personal thing for SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. Look at the size of that SpongeBob. Look at that. That thing is huge, Ryan.
Yep.
I mean, that SpongeBob is huge. Let me rephrase. Let me rephrase. That's cool, man. Is that anything like official or just a giant SpongeBob?
Yeah, it's official. I got it back when I first started teaching. I watched it the first season or so, and I just had all the stuff, and still have it.
That's a
So
size mattress right there.
Yeah, it looks like it. That's what's
It's a dog bed.
It's a dog bed, yeah.
there you go. That's perfect for a dog bed. Yeah, it looks like you guys got that one. Speaking of SpongeBob SquarePants, what state is Sandy originally from?
Is she Tennessee or Texas? It's Texas. It's Texas. Texas.
We got Texas and Tennessee. Kirk, you got a guess?
I'm assuming that they're not right because you're asking another guess. So I'll go another south. Alabama.
Okay, we've got Tennessee, Texas, and Alabama up in the house. Everybody's giving you props, man. What is this? Does anybody remember Chalk Zone? I don't remember Chalk Zone.
Yeah, Chalk Zone was like 2003.
That's a little newer.
Okay. Chad says, "Oh wait, here we go. There was a SpongeBob Game Boy Advance.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, nice. I heard the trailer 100 times a day for so that's right because he used to work in a theater, so he knows that that when yeehaw says Bryce PNX World coming in with Texas, and then Bryce is saying Bama. Well, Ryan is correct. The answer is Texas, guys. I'll give you that. So good job, Ryan. Good job.
I figured.
Very good. Yeah, these are
I'm
pretty
sure-
easy for the most part. Here you go. On Dora the Explorer, what is the name of the fox?
Swiper.
I don't know that one.
Swiper, no swiping.
Swiper, no swiping.
There you go. Swiper is correct, guys. You got
Good
that
job
one.
throwing in the Nick Jr. trivia.
Nick Jr., right?
What happens when you have kids that were
Yeah.
born in the
What-
days of Dora?
But
That's
Nick
what I'm
Jr.
talking
like
about.
With face.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, face. Yeah, because it was just the big blue, like, or you change colors all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yes, face was awesome, man. Face was fantastic. And then you
Back,
remember
back,
Stickly.
back.
Stick Stickly, yes.
Speaking of,
You got him? You look, Ryan's got him. Look,
I
it's
made
Stick
him.
Stickly. You made him?
yeah.
Oh, see, I'm not crafty like that. I couldn't even do that, man. I wouldn't be able to do that. That's awesome, Ryan.
Hey, Sean, if I can make it out to Austin on the 14th, maybe I'll hook you up.
Yeah, man. Bring me a Stickly, dude. Bring me a stick. I'd love one, man. I'll put him over here in the Nick Avenue where he belongs. Awesome, man. That sounds good. So coming in with our next question is, what is the nickname of Samuel Powers in the hit Nick show Saved by the Bell? That's impressive, Ryan.
I'm going to say Alabama. I listen. So Saved by the Bell was like
I
before
can't
my
remember.
Was it on Nick?
Is that Screech?
Yeah, I think it got syndicated to whatever,
Okay.
Where did I watch it? Was it NBC in the mornings?
The chat saying Screech, and that makes sense because he's the only one. I was like, what is the other guy that has a nickname? But
Well, before, do you know the name of the show before Saved by the Bell?
No.
It had another name.
Oh, that I don't know.
It was Good Morning, Mrs. Bliss.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So
With Haley Mills as the Mrs. Bliss.
yeah, but I remember watching reruns back in the day, and it still had the Saved by the Bell intro. It was never called that. The lady from the original Parent Trap, is that what you're
Yes.
talking about, Miss Blitz? Yeah.
Mills.
So
She was
I
also
remember.
on Swiss Family Robinson.
Oh, was she?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. No, I didn't know that. I didn't know they renamed it. I had no idea that's what it used to be called. That's cool, man. We've got there is a new face show for kiddos with music on Paramount. Now I show it to my toddler so he can meet Face. Yes, that and Gula Island. He loves it.
Gullah
Yes.
Gullah.
Gullah Gullah Island.
I mean, thank goodness for Paramount Plus being it. We're able to just go revisit all of that stuff. Like how long did we go that we had to dig around and go find VHSs of all these old shows just to watch it? You know what I mean?
And when the DVDs came out.
Yes,
Yeah.
the DVDs finally. Yeah, John Murphy coming in with Screech, Chad coming in with Screech, Dustin Diamond was the actor's correct name. That is right.
And his brother was also one of the Beastie Boys.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Dustin Diamond?
Justin Diamond's brother.
Really? How about that? Wow. Good morning, Miss Bliss. Very good. Yes, Screech. Screech is correct, guys. That is the right answer. Oh, okay. Here you go. Melissa Joan Hart starred in which Nickelodeon series?
Nah.
Clarissa explains it all.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Very good.
Great.
You got that one, Kirk? You knew that one, right?
Absolutely.
Very good. All right.
I got
What were the what do you got? Going back to the question. He's got something. I don't have anything from Melissa. Look at that.
That's a great show. I remember.
It
that.
is.
I love that one.
That was my Saturdays getting ready for Snick because it would come on at like 5:00. and at 5 or 6 o'clock, I forget what time it would come on, and it would be like Rugrats, then Clarissa, and then I knew Snick was about to start, and that was my getting pumped for Snick night, man. Watching that stuff, I'm going, all right, we got Clarissa, we got Rugrats, just ready to rock and roll, man. Here we go. Who we got in the comments here? I should have give you guys permission so you guys can help control the comments here. Clarissa explains it all. Yep, there are. You're right, John. There are a few that are not on there that we'd like to see, especially with like episodes. There's some Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes that aren't on there that I would love to see. So yeah, it's good stuff, man. But we're glad to have everything that we can on there, right? And decent quality, I'll say. Okay, next question.
I'm sure they'll eventually get some of those back on there, though.
Yeah, you got to wonder why they didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, did they lose
probably rights?
Yeah,
certain actors or whatever.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe they have like cameos or something in it with that. Yeah,
who knows?
But can you guys name all of the Rugrat? Oh, what are the names of the Rugrat twins?
Phil and Lil.
That's out of my realm.
Phil and Lil, yeah.
Oh, no Rugrats for you, Kirk?
I
love the Rugrats, man.
No.
Oh yeah. Hey, do you know who did the theme song for the Rugrats?
Danny Elfman, right?
No.
Wasn't that him?
No. That's Phil and Lil right there. I'll tell you guys after we check this out. Look at this. Those are cool, man.
Oh my gosh, who was it? I remember because it was on the Orange Years documentary. Didn't they talk about it?
I don't know if it was on there, but I think I remember watching. I think I was watching a Splat Attack interview, and they were talking about, oh yeah, I remember we couldn't get so and so, and they asked so and so to do it, and they were like, oh yeah, he was so excited to do it. It's the I think it was the singer from Devo.
Yeah,
Whip It.
Yeah. Yes, that dude wrote the theme song for Rugrats of all people. How about that? Let's see. John Marie. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Okay, people talking to each other. That's good. FOMO, maybe. Yep. Zoe 101. That's a little bit after my time. I don't remember Zoe 101. That unlocked a core memory. There you go. How about that? Na 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 na. Phil and Lil. That's correct, guys. Bluffington is the setting for which show?
Doug.
Magic Plants.
Doug is correct. And you guys got to stay tuned because I got an interview with Billy West, and he did the voices of Stimpy and Doug for me. So you got to stay tuned for that whenever that comes out on a real life adventure. I love that mask, man. So how did you acquire those masks, man? Did you just find them and cut them out of a cereal box or what?
No, actually, this is the Disney version, but I got this off a claim sale from 1985 Inc.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Nice, man.
So
that's awesome.
You guys mentioned Zoe 101. Fun fact: she has a daughter that plays softball against my daughter quite a bit. So her daughter's pretty good. We see her every once in a while.
Cool. Zoe 101. I don't even remember what that show's about.
It's Britney Spears' sister.
Oh, okay. Mighty fine. The Midnight Society was a group in which show?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
There you go. And finally, our last trivia question, Nickelodeon trivia question. What year was Nickelodeon founded?
79.
79.
Somewhere 77.
April 1st, 1979.
There you go.
Actually, it was created on December 1st, 1977 in Columbus, Ohio. 77.
I'm older by a couple months.
All right. You're older than Nickelodeon. But, we're so glad that they created Nickelodeon, man, because Nickelodeon is just it created such a glorious, childhood for us, man, and we're able to just go back and re-celebrate it and relive it over and over and over again with our kids, and then they'll be able to share it with their kids because there was just no time like with the era that we grew up in, right? Am I right?
You're right. You're absolutely right.
All right.
You're so right.
I got to say, you guys are. You guys won the trivia round. Congratulations, guys. So while we're here, let's go ahead and do this. All right, we're going to bring up the Nick Avenue cam again so we can do some real rips. You guys ready to rip some trading cards?
Yeah.
Anybody? No.
Let's see it. Yeah, I look. I love the ones that you ripped. That I watched that video today. So I'm excited.
Nice, man. Yeah, this will be good.
Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and go. It's past my bedtime, but I want to thank you so much for having me.
Of course, man. Hey, give everybody a shout out here. Let me see if I can find your Instagram here real quick.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw it in the chat for everybody to go follow my boy Nickelodeon, which is the coolest, if not the best, profile name I've ever heard. By the way. Okay, tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, so they can find me at Smiggleodian on Instagram. I collect Nickelodeon, but I also collect any 80s, 90s McDonald's toys. I'm actually going to a car show and comic show tomorrow in San Antonio. So hopefully I can add some more stuff to my collection. And I just love watching old stuff, everything from 60s all the way up until the 2000s. So yeah, just my childhood.
Nice.
There you go, man. Thanks for sharing that. Ryan, it's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for popping in today and hanging out.
Ryan, it's good meeting you, man. Hey, just
Nice
real quick, Ryan, we did a Rushmore show about 3 weeks ago, maybe a little longer, of our greatest McDonald's toys ever.
I saw that a while ago on when he was showing all the clips of your website.
Yeah, we had a that was fun. The guy that was at our conventions, but hey, great meeting you. We followed you on you on your Instagram.
Thank you. Yeah, my favorite is Fraggle Rock.
It was on the list.
Nice, dude. Very good.
Big Jim
Good
Henson.
pick.
Good stuff.
Thanks for sharing that, Ryan.
All right.
All right, buddy. We'll let you go, man. Go get some good night's sleep and have fun tomorrow in San Antonio's.
All right. Thank you. See you
Later,
later.
bud. Later. That's my buddy, Ryan. Such a nice guy. Glad he could make it on tonight.
Man. Good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody who I know is a huge enthusiast of the topic, I try to get them on as a special guest here. So, for sure. All right. Well, let's rip some trading cards. All right. So, let's see. What's the first one we're going to rip tonight? Let's take a look. Get my camera on here. All right. Let's let you guys pick. Do we want to rip a Spider-Man 2-pack? So some of these are only have like 2 or 3 cards in them, so they'll go pretty fast. I got a RoboCop 2-pack.
I'll buy that for $1.
Oh, we got Rocketeer. Remember that movie?
That's a great movie.
Yeah. Let me get my light over here. Hang on.
Hey, we opened some of those on my son's channel.
The Batman?
Yeah.
Nice. I have yet to open up the returns. I opened up the original Batman last live stream, so I'm curious to see what's in that one.
That's the one right there.
Yeah, so we got that one first, obviously, and then I got some OG Power Rangers right here.
Fantastic too. Yes.
Okay, cool. So we'll go Mask, Power Rangers, and then
So that Batman out there. What about the Batman? You said you haven't opened the returns yet?
Let's do that.
Go for that one.
Cool. All right, here we go. So these are only 4 packs. I do have some from the original movie. I spent way too much money on them for like 3 packs, and so I'm saving those for another time. But I've been curious to check these things out. So these are from the animated series. They just kind of like open right up there.
Love that. Yeah, it's not. Is that technically ripping?
Yeah, I know, right? They kind of just fell out.
looks like a old envelope that the glue.
Unfolding. It's an unfolding.
Yeah, I've got an unfolding here.
Hey, look at those things.
No, I can't tell. I mean, these must be. Are there stickers? Did it say it on there? Does it say? It just says.
Or chromos.
It doesn't say stickers. They're from Upper Deck.
Yeah.
1996. But I'm not seeing. It doesn't say if they're stickers or not. But
I was 7. So
all right.
people in the comments were saying how old they were in 77, and I was -12.
Spike.
I was
Spike.
-1.
Yeah.
I was negative. Let's see. If I was born in 82, do the math for me. I don't feel like mathing right now.
-5.
Yeah, I'm -5. So
that's sick. I like that.
who was the bad guy? I don't remember these guys. I remember watching the show, but I cannot remember anybody's names. But there's the bad guy. And then this looks like some kind of chase card, man. Because this is an actual
super cool.
It's a card.
Well, that's
What's on the back side of that one though? Did it have the
It's just the.
Oh, you know what that looks like? That looks like kind of like if you play like Uno or something, like a game. Look, there's like a number and stuff. I bet that's part of the game.
Looks like maybe you could collect enough to play a game with somebody or something in these things. I don't know.
That's a really cool one. I like
that's a cool card right there.
Yeah. Yep. That's cool. All right. Well, now we know what's inside those things. They had to fall those out. How they fell out. All right. Now this one's a real rip. All right. This is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
This is a TV show or
need a rip also.
Yeah, OG, man. I got a whole box over there that I'm going to do a real rips on, but these are some of the extra loose ones.
We had Austin St. John on Red Ranger on a short of ours from one of the cons that we did.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I saw that one. I think I did. I remember. I saw him and Ming and I forget who else I saw.
Oh, yeah, we had Ming too, and Sergeant Slaughter.
That was the other.
Oh,
one.
Nice, dude. What is this? I don't remember.
Come on, Blue Ranger, PNX says.
That's right. We're looking for the chase.
For the Black Ranger.
This is this Lord of the Rings? What is this?
That's what it looks like, man. I do not recall this. This must be like later.
They were in the Shire.
It says Series 2, whatever that means.
Hilarious.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
The Black Ranger was always my dude.
There you go. Fighting the putties.
I wore all black anyway as a kid, so I kind of related. Alpha.
What?
What is on his head? Has he got a backwards cap on?
That is. I think it's a royal crown royal bag.
These burgers.
Is that a Santa hat?
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. This must have been from the food fight episode with the pig.
Yes.
Because he was wearing the chef hat. He's like, here you go, Rangers. I made these burgers for your, food event. I liked Alpha. Somebody recently had them on the show. Maybe it was Retro Ready. I forget their name, but they had the person, the woman who was in the suit, doing that. That's good. Oh, here you go. Zazu Baboon.
Yeah.
Baboon. There he is.
The costumes in this show are so cool, man.
I know. Hey, who? I'm sure you guys know this. But what famous actor did one of the voices of one of the monsters in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
Oh, gosh.
Heisenberg.
Nice, really?
Bryan Cranston did one of the monsters. Yeah, there it is.
He's done everything.
Yeah, right. And look, here's the origin right here. Here's where it all began. They let her out. Episode 1. That's where they let out Rita. That's cool, man. Oh, here they're the whole team. That's a good one right there. I like that one.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Oh, there he is. There's the man.
There's Austin.
He just had the tough dude personality the whole time.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
See, look at the outer rim. That's definitely
hollow
chase.
Yeah, definitely a chase hit, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you guys call it. You guys can educate me. I'm always just calling them chase cards or hit cards, but rainbow prisms. I don't know what you want to call it, but Bulk and Skull.
So Bryan Cranston did Snizzard, Twin Man, and Zordon.
Zordon.
Yeah, he was Zordon in this 2017 movie.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That movie was garbage.
He did. Yeah, that movie was so bad.
Snizzard and Twin Man.
Okay, I know Snizzard. I have a figure of Snizzard. He had like a bow and arrow thing where he like shot snakes at you. Okay. Oh, speaking of Michael Keaton, anybody excited about the new Beetlejuice?
I am.
Yes.
I'm worried. I have my concerns, but I'm excited at the same time.
Yeah. I was watching an interview today with all the actors, and none of them had any passion in their in their interviews. They were just all, yeah, it's great to be working with Tim again. They just were all kind of like a loss for words. I don't know if maybe they had all just gone off, just fresh off the set, like they were exhausted. But it was just like nobody had any like passion or excitement about the movie. All right, here we go. These Batman Returns. Let her go.
That's sweet.
That's a cool shot right there.
It is. I love the lighting right on his eyes and everything. It's a really good shot right there with that. That wasn't a pistol. That was like, wasn't that like his what was that called? With the
Batarang.
Batarang.
Bata something.
Where it's shot and it hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grappling hook.
Bat hook. Yeah, something like that.
Idiot Express.
We'll figure it out. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. This is the one with Danny DeVito in the circus. Man, I think Danny DeVito was the best Penguin ever.
His Returns, is this the best of the Batman movies? It's an interesting conversation.
It's the best of the retro ones.
Are you comparing it to the first one? Are you asking?
I would just say, I mean, are we going to lump all Batman movies? Like if this was
the very first one is a go too. So
yeah, the first and second
are the fell off after this one, and then before, Christian Bale's.
Yeah, I mean, I watched all the other. Who was it? Jerry Bruckheimer did those.
I mean, I loved them all, but
I don't know if that's the right person, but yeah, they were fun, but they were not as there wasn't as much heart in it.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm not anywhere near saying this is my favorite one, but I kind of enjoyed Batman and Robin.
Oh, I do too. We talked about that on our show, Mr. Freeze and all that. Yeah, it's not as.
It is very campy.
It's hard not to like something with Arnold in it.
It's supposed to be though. That's the point.
Yeah. I like. Yeah. So. Oh yeah. I agree. Hey, coming to the show, guys. We got Gino from Bat City Toys popping in here. What's up, Gino? He's hosting the sidewalk sale coming up here pretty soon. So that's Bat City Toys, man.
Bat City Toys.
Like Bane and Batman and Robin. Yeah, because I agree.
Yeah, that was horrible what they did with Bane, right?
Stupid guy, and that's not at all who he is. But
yeah, I really like how they made him. That was one of the big things we talked about. He's a complete.
That's a cool shot there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I always thought that guy was cool. The skeleton biker dude, that was cool. I was a fan of the Christian Bale Batman. I thought those were really good. Yeah, that was a little cheesy. Oh, Tony, my bad, Gino. My bad, Tony. That's my buddy Tony. He's the assistant manager over there. He's going to be organizer.
I love that.
Yeah, Tony, Mr. Tony, up in the house,
Tony.
Yeah.
It's our anniversary.
Yeah. Battered by Batman.
Nice.
Oh, look at this!
You got a lot of cards in that pack.
Yeah, there's a lot of. This one's a special one. This one's got like this little. I don't think any of them had that. Yeah, see, none of them have that in the bottom right. That's a specialty card, and it's a little bit different texture too. It's a lot more glossy than that. I don't know what you call that, but it says on the back.
Batman Returns was really dark.
The Bat Missile.
Yeah, if you want. Trivia for you guys: who was the Penguin's father and mother in Batman Returns?
Like who played him?
Yes.
As
soon as I say it, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that."
I'm trying to envision the scene.
So they both played in Tim Burton movies. I'll give you that. Okay. So enough of that right there.
Gosh.
I know.
Wow. I see the chat saying it now.
Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. Paul Rubens.
Thanks for sale, Francis.
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, Pee Wee was his father, and his mother was. Do you remember when in Pee-wee's Big Adventure when
Wasn't
he
it
lost.
the lady that worked at the diner?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
his mom. That was his mom as well. So there you go, guys. There's your real rips. We got a little Batman, little mask, and then a little Power Rangers action there for
I
you.
don't
man.
even know her name though, but I just
don't know
can
her
picture
name.
her face.
Yeah. Did you guys watch that Netflix movie that he did, Pee-wee's Big Holiday, back in
Oh,
like
shit.
2017?
No.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's good. You got to watch it. It's classic. It's classic, but with kind of like a new age spin on it. I'll say that.
Shout out to our bud Zach. He's going to be on the show very soon as well.
All right, Zach, welcome to the show, young man.
Zach
Yes.
does. He actually has two channels. One is this sports card and collectibles, where he does like cards and rips and things like that, and then he's got another one where he's like gardening.
I'll tell you this: Pee Wee Herman's scene in Buffy the Vampire Slayer is hilarious.
It's the best.
Yeah.
I remember when he got his arm ripped off, and he's like, "You ruined my new jacket." And he says, "Kill him a lot." That's the best, man. Pee-wee was Tim Burton's first movie. Oh, directing, I believe. Okay. Yeah, and I didn't know that until pretty recent, probably about 10 years ago, that Tim Burton directed Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
It all makes sense when you know that. Like,
yes, isn't it funny how that works? Yeah, you hear that and it just like I totally see it.
Yeah,
you totally see it. It's not for sale, Francis.
My dad said everything's negotiable.
Yeah,
Nice.
good for you and your father. Yeah, remember where he's like, I need to see Francis. He's having his bath, and he has he's just swimming in the pool. Like that's his bath. That's a swimming pool. I love it, dude. That's and then, you remember when they're on the lot at where was it? Was it Universal or Paramount? I forget where he was. He was on the Paramount backlots, and he runs into those two space soldiers. He goes, "Excuse me, guys, you know where I can find the river?" And they're like, I think it's over there. You need to go. Maybe it's lot B. And then the mom, he goes, "Mom, do you know where lot B is?" "Yeah, it's on set 7 over there." You know? That's one of those first.
Tell him Large Marge sent ya.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. Well, you know what time it is?
9:38.
That's right.
Okay.
10:38.
Well,
are you guys Eastern?
I'm
Central.
Oh, okay.
The real.
Well, I'll tell you what time it is. Time for tonight's topic, guys. I know y'all been waiting for this a while, so there you go. All right, well, it's time to get a watch, says Tony. That's a good one, buddy. All right, so per our prior discussion, I decided that it's only fair that we spin this wheel to figure out who goes first. Okay,
Sure.
Sure. He said sure.
Here for everyone else who didn't already have the first pick.
Well,
yeah.
Andy was supposed to have the first pick, guys. And
It's okay. It's fine. I'm not complaining. Depending on how this wheel spins.
That's right. So on
honestly,
here we got.
I kind of hope it lands on you, dude, because I don't want to hear it.
All right, here we go. Coming in first, we've got.
Of course.
Okay, I'm not gonna go first. I'm not gonna do that to you.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
Go.
Okay, well, okay. I'll go first, and then who's gonna go second?
No, it's gonna be Kirk. It's gonna be Kirk.
Oh,
Not only do I not have the 1, I have the 3 now.
it's gonna be fine. I'll tell you why.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. Yeah, I saw this meme because he got he got arrested recently, and then I saw this meme.
JT got arrested.
Yeah, JT got arrested for DWI, and everybody was doing these things on TikTok. So my wife was telling me about it, and it's like it's a picture of people going, at the bar saying, "Okay, guys, who's gonna drive home?" And then it shows a picture of his DUI picture, and it says, "It's gonna be me."
I love and I hate the internet at the same time.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. If Chad says, "If you ain't first, you're last." All right, guys. Tonight we're talking about our favorite Nickelodeon shows. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you my number 3. This is my number 3. It's gonna be Hey Dude.
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
I've always enjoyed chilling outdoors, especially like stuff with like hills and mountains and back scenery. And I've always liked deserts because they just seem clean, pretty just clean and not like bunched up with trash or anything like that. You just see like, I don't know. And Hey Dude was one of those shows that I would just watch and really enjoy. And whenever you watch the Orange Years, the writers were saying this was like writers boot camp. We were just trying to figure it all out as we were writing it. And you got that vibe that there wasn't any like tension with the actors or like the directors or anything like that on set. Because normally when you watch a show and you can kind of feel that like, oh, this show's kind of dark, like the whole Chevy Chase and Christmas Vacation. Because Christopher Columbus initially started directing that and then had to drop out because Chevy Chase was such a hard person to work with. That's according to Chris Columbus. And you can feel that tension in the movie for the most part. Like, it's a classic movie, don't get me wrong, but I can sense and feel that there wasn't a lot of happiness in making that movie. But I felt the happiness in watching Hey Dude. I thought it was just a really fun, just simple show. Typical teenagers. Can anybody recall who this young lady is in the middle next to Danny?
So this show was 89. It debuts. I'm born in 89. So I've looked back and seen this show, but this was not one that I was watching.
I don't know her name, but Chad will know.
Nicole Eggert?
It's Christine Taylor.
I think so. I think that's her name. Who's she married to?
She's married to Ben Stiller.
Correct. That's correct.
She's also in Dodgeball. That's where I remember her.
Yes.
Dodgeball.
Believe it or not, that
Ben Stiller. Yeah.
Yep.
And The Wedding Singer.
That's right. She was the yeah. What a great movie. That's a nice, great movie. Tony's coming in saying, was raised on a ranch. My dad hated that show. That's not what we do on a ranch. Dad, it's a TV show. Totally, man. Totally, absolutely.
Yeah, John comes in.
Yeah, she was Marsha and Brady Bunch. That's what I was. Yeah.
Brady Bunch movie.
That's right. Absolutely. Yep.
Hey,
yes,
dude, man.
Yeah, in that theme song, you could.
That's a good pick.
You couldn't get that song out of your head, man. It's a little wild and a little strange, And then at the end, he's like, "Watch out for those man-eating." What did he say? Man-eating jackrabbits and killer cacti. Hey, dude!
The coolest thing about this show is that it was so successful that they launched a brand of shoes. I think that was just the coolest thing.
30 years later. 30 years. I mean,
it's kind of a nostalgia retro thing. You can't do it right away.
No, isn't that you're joking, right? Because isn't that okay? Because I thought that was the guy from Rip trying to bring that, because he got in trouble for trying to bring in. I could be wrong, but the actor who was in a Yellowstone who plays Rip.
Yeah.
He tried to go off and make his own like Yellowstone gear or something. And I want to say it was called Hey Dude. I may be wrong, but he got in a lot of trouble for trying to do it.
The only reason I put that up is because I was Googling Hey Dude, and that was the only thing that came up. So I had to put TV show after it and then get my result.
Awesome. Well, that's my number 3. Okay. Okay, Kirk. Let's go with your number 3.
So I'm going to have to pick the only one that probably you guys would probably pick. And I'm going to go with 1986 to 93, Double Dare.
Good pick.
I'm going with Double Dare. Man, look, I loved it. Mark Summers. This is like the very best game show I seen as a kid. there's several really good game shows on Nickelodeon, but this one to me is the OG, the one that everybody wants. There's some really awesome ones actually, and I hope some of you guys pick them. But yeah, Double Dare, man, I wanted to be on this show so bad. I wanted to dig in that nose and slide down the slide,
Yes.
find those prizes. I mean, two teams going against each other. I remember one episode where like nobody won anything.
Oh, dude, yeah, they talk about that in the Orange Years documentary.
Yeah, they're like nobody won anything. Like they missed all the questions and they put them in the thing and they couldn't find the stuff in the slime. Like it was like the biggest fail ever. But yeah, I mean Mark Summers, that voice. I mean, he did so much from flipping
Tony.
through that and like VJing on different other shows. But man, Double Dare.
Double Dare is awesome. And what's great about Double Dare is if you go back and rewatch it, it's nowadays with trivia, it was just straight up trivia, but it was like geography and social studies. It was like real high school, junior high trivia, like because back then, you know, they that's what they were all about, education. You know, a lot of people were pushing it hard, and you had to know your stuff. Like on okay, I won't say that word just in case somebody picked it. But I mean, a lot of these shows, they did a lot of trivia. Like that was their staple, you know, like real stuff. And I appreciate that from an education point of view.
I love the premise of the show too about the Double Dare. Like, yeah, I double dog dare you, and then you could get that thing going back and forth. Yeah,
that's right.
It's a fun show, man.
Good
I
stuff.
saw where when I was looking this up, I saw where they just brought it back.
Yeah, it's
in 2018. With a new co-host, they brought it back. I mean, I don't know if it's still
not Mark Summers. I don't want it. I mean,
he's in it.
Liza,
okay, good.
Yeah, he's still there, kind of just standing behind. He's not getting slimed or anything. He's just kind of chilling there. I don't think it
have a bunch of renditions. It had Family Double Dare, Super Sloppy Double Dare, Double Dare 2000, and now this revival. It's got other ones, but yeah, I loved it. Yes. There you go. PNX is naming one of those other good ones down there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. How all those they would do the real trivia, things like that. It was good stuff. Yeah, I always felt bad for the kids and legends because that thing was so difficult. What would they have, like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to get through that whole? Yeah, man, that was a lot. Because I still watch it to this day. I'm going, how is any kid supposed to know? Because literally, there's cameras showing you, and then Olmec is describing where to go, right? And then he goes, you're going to go through. He literally spends a full 1.5 minutes describing where he needs to go and then to go all the way back. Like, how are you supposed to remember all that? You know,
this muscular man just pops out from behind a wall and
takes
kids.
Your
those kids are gone. I've never heard of those kids since. They're still in. Legend has it they're still in the temple.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Splat Attack will get some of those contestants on there eventually, man.
We tracked them down. We rescued them.
Let's see. Combined with Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Yep. Or Smarter Than a Fifth Grader in Double Dare. Yep. Or with American Funny.
Than a fifth grader.
There you go.
I love that show when it first came out. Fifth grader.
Yep. No one they were willing to give like SNES prices. No one was going to win it. Yeah. That's a great pick, Kirk. Double Dare is awesome. It's the OG, man. It's like the OG, the very first game show that Nickelodeon came out with, wasn't it?
I don't know that for sure, but it feels like
was Nick Arcade prior?
No.
Was that
Double Dare is the first. I'm pretty what of the Orange Years.
Fantastic. I wanted to be on Nick Arcade so bad.
Yeah,
the final was impossible to win.
It was, and Phil talked about that, and they showed that too on Orange Years, right? What it was like backstage, and like when they're working in the what do they call it, in the video game lair or something like that. Yeah, what a great show. I miss that show. I was, that's one they should bring back. That would be can you imagine seeing that brought back like they did with Double Dare?
Big as it is now, I mean, you feel like
Nick Arcade today.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That'd be really cool.
Fortnite.
Andy, we're ready for your number 3, young man.
All right, so full disclosure, I'm going to give you my number 1 right now. As I'm going to masquerade it as my number 3 because I'm scared, guys. I'm legitimately scared that my picks are going to get taken. So I'm just going to give you that. You can call it my number 3. We all know it's my number 1. No, but all of these shows are fantastic.
You don't have a mask?
This one actually premiered on my birthday as a 2-year-old, August 11th, 1991. This comes out, and it's one of the OG, the GOATs. The GOAT! I'm going, give me Doug Funny. Doug is the show. This is the one I know was going to go. It was going somewhere. I was terrified of it going anywhere. I've talked about Doug on our show plenty of times. I love the animation. I love the theme song. I love the whole idea that Doug is just a good guy, right? He's just one of those. He's and then Skeeter's his best. I mean, like so many amazing things about this show. I love the beats. I need more allowance. I won't eat liver and onions. Banging on a street can, like all of these. It was just so funny story. I was in a band. I've shared this plenty of times. I was in a death metal band, and we would play a show every Halloween. And every Halloween we would have a theme of what we all dressed up as. One year we were all as wrestlers. One year we went as street fighters. But one year we went, I don't even remember what the theme. Oh, no, it was superheroes. It was superheroes. So I've never been like a giant superhero guy. So I dressed up as the best superhero of all time, Quail Man, which you can imagine playing drums in a death metal band with a cut-off sweater and underwear over the shorts was not super fun, but I did it anyway. Yeah. Doug is a great show. I will say this, and maybe it's a legitimate 3, and it's no knock on Nickelodeon, but when Doug was rewritten for Disney and ABC kind of bought it, I didn't like it. They changed way too much with it. Roger Klotz wasn't like the mean guy anymore. Or there was just so many different things that happened. The voices were different, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just thinking.
Yes, he did, Bat City. Yes, he did.
Yes, I did have the belt. Yeah, I did all of that, right? We did not have Silver Skeeter next to me, though. I did not have him as my partner. But, yeah, so Doug is where it's at.
We got to see photos.
I love
photos, Gandy.
I have one, I guarantee you, in my phone right now.
Find it, and we'll post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Please do.
There's literally, I was looking actually the other day, like not for that photo, but like way back in photos, and I came across that one. I was like,
yeah,
that's good. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Doug. It's such a great show. It's what I remember as a kid, just loving this show so much. I just like the storytelling in it. I like everything about it. Oh, look, boom, it's right here. I just came across it, so I'll put it. Oh no, that's not it. Here it is.
Go ahead.
Right in the middle.
There you are. That's awesome.
All of these, we got Bane, we got all of these guys that are like legitimate.
Green Arrow, Punisher, Batman, and Robin.
And I'm in the middle as Quail Man.
Who's the zombie dude with the chains?
That's Dennis. That's our singer, and I think he's Solomon Grundy.
Okay, I see Bane. Bane behind you.
Yeah.
Who's
my brother?
The chick?
I'm sure that's my brother.
Who's the chick? Spider Woman? Who is she?
I can't even. I don't even know, dude.
Looks like
Black Cat or something.
Black Cat, yeah.
I'm horrible.
I don't know who's the guy next to Mad Hatter. Look, Angels are losing again.
Yeah, that's always the case. Always the case.
Black Canary. There you go. Okay.
Black Canary, yeah.
Miss Marvel. Could be Miss Marvel. Yeah.
Oh, it's Paul. Welcome. Paul always lurking in the background. Paul's going to be on our show. He's our mainstay. He's been on the most.
Which one's Paul? Who's Paul?
Shinzubi.
Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Just for reference, I mean, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but here's our other one when we went as wrestlers. That's me and Dennis as Animal and Hawk as the Road Warriors.
Oh, that's cool.
Daniel Eller as the Ultimate Warrior. Look at that.
Who's the dude at the bottom?
Kurt Angle.
Clearly, right?
That's David Finn.
That's David Finn. That's David
Finn. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time?
Undertaker. I don't even have to think.
Nice. Kirk?
Dean Malenko.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah. him and Chris Benoit, they were, man, phenomenal. Like Rey Mysterio, all those like high flying, the guys who could like really jump around. Eddie Guerrero, yeah, those guys were.
We haven't done that
talent.
show yet, but we really want to, and it would be hard for me to keep Dean off. But he's not one of the goats. But I love him. It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't have to be a goat. I mean, it's just whoever you love. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the whole premise of our show. Yeah, like that whole thing. Yep, Sting would definitely probably be on my mountain as well. There, Paul.
Sting is my number one because I'm watching Monday Night Nitro again, and you can watch all of that on Peacock if you have Peacock. You can go back and rewatch it all. And I'm rewatching Monday Night Nitro, and it is just that was my era. I mean, of course, I watched like the prior to that in a little bit of the '80s when like Hulkamania was still in Ultimate Warrior, all those classics.
Nothing like the Attitude in the Monday Night Wars years.
Yes, those guys, all those. Well, wait, the Attitude, was that with like Stone Cold and all those guys?
I was right after the Monday. Well, yeah, that was kind of right after the Monday Wars.
Yeah. See, I dropped off after Sting became the Crow after that whole WCW, NWO era. That was my like peak, my golden era of wrestling. But then my kid wanted to watch something with The Rock, so I showed him the Stone Cold and Rock at WrestleMania. Whoa. You talk about dynamic difference of WCW and the high energy of.
Was that Mike Tyson?
No, it was Stone Cold and The Rock.
No, but was Mike Tyson the ref in that match?
No, I don't know who the ref was. Just a random dude. I didn't know, but super intense. Lots of blood and theatrics, and really good, really fun show. He loved it, man. He really enjoyed it. But yeah, Sting is my favorite because Sting was always just a all-American, just like good guy. He never once turned bad. He turned into a vigilante, kind of a anti-hero like the Deadpool, whenever he became the Crow, because he had finally snapped because everybody just turned against him. Everybody just backstabbed him, and he just got tired of it, man. I understand. So it's fun going back to rewatch all the drama and the storyline with it. Because when I was a kid, I was just like, oh, look, people wrestling. This is fun. Let's watch it. I didn't understand the writing, that all that kind of stuff that went into it. So
we talked about how Sting never went to the heel side in a couple of our episodes, and that's one of the most dynamic things about him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's going to be in the city next to me in October. I would love to go meet him because he's a legend.
General Kenobi in the house. He was on our show for Top 4 Jedi.
Hello there. Yeah, I know. I saw him on there.
Man, that's his jam.
Yeah, I know Kenobi. I've seen him a couple of times in San Antonio. He lives in the city next to me, so we're pretty close to one another. He and I have met up, just ran into each other a couple of times. So hey, what is up, General Kenobi? Thanks for coming in here. General Kenobi's bunker. Type the word "real" in the chat to promote your YouTube channel, and that will happen. So, but Kirk, I want to know about Doug. What'd you think about Doug?
Yeah, this is not my jam. I mean, I love Doug for what it's worth for Nickelodeon, but I wasn't watching Nickelodeon at that point. I'm an 80s Nickelodeon guy, so when it comes to the 90s, that's why I was like, Double Dare's got to be my jam because it's the one that blends over. All the other ones are in the 80s. So I appreciate Doug for Andy because he's probably brought it up on our show 50 times. I mean, I'm just ballparking.
It's probably the best theme song, or it's up there in the conversation theme songs when it comes to Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I did watch it. I did watch it, but it wasn't my, like, when I think of Nickelodeon, that's not where I go.
That's cool. So I was Doug. That was me, like right at his age. That was me. I was kind of a loner. Didn't have a lot of friends. I maybe had one friend that, like my Skeeter, I had my Skeeter that knew everything about everybody. He was the cool kid who knew things, and I just kind of followed his lead, and I related to Doug so much, and I really enjoyed Doug. So when I met Billy West and he did the voice for me, as soon as he did the voice, I just kind of like went into this surreal kind of breakdown of like nostalgic inner child, and I kind of like I didn't know what to say, man, because like I don't know, because Doug was a huge part in my life. So good pick, man. Good pick. Doug was fantastic show. It was a fantastic show. Awesome pick. Very good. Okay, you guys ready for number twos?
Ready?
My number two. Do you have it?
Nice, good one. Do you have it?
Mike O'Malley and Mo. Oh, coming to Mo. We're going to Mo with the results. You know, good old Mike O'Malley, man. I love Guts. Every kid wanted to be on Guts.
Guts.
Yes, because as a kid action sports show, you could get on bungee cords and do bungee basketball stuff and throwing stuff and getting in pools and climbing the aggro crag was every kid's dream, was it not?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And to show you, if you don't think I'm a fan,
Do you have the aggro crag? Do you have the piece of it?
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I got. That's it. What do you think about this?
Nice.
Oh my god!
If you don't think I'm a fan, brother.
The ancestor of the American Ninja. I love that, Bat City.
Oh yeah, that's a great way to put that, dude. Yes, I love that. That's perfect, Tony. Very
So,
good.
I'll just say this. I love Guts. If I was to do a Rushmore of just Nickelodeon game shows, this is probably my number 3 behind the other 2 we already mentioned. And I love it. But have you played the video game?
That's what I was gonna bring up.
Have you played the game?
I might have. I don't remember. Was that a Super NES?
Yes, it is.
Let me tell you, me and Andy spent about an hour crawling through that thing, and Andy is much better at it than I am, and we were both terrible. It's horrible.
It's not that we were terrible. That game's horrible.
Yeah,
it
it
is
is
so
horrible.
unplayable. It
It's
is so chunky and just like, what is happening?
You got to go through the aggro crag, and you keep falling all the way down to the bottom, and you got to do it again. You just can't. Like, it's stupid.
If the actual aggro crag was like it was on the game, kids would die.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's like flames popping out. Like, what in the world's happening here? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Waterfalls. It's literally a level of Donkey Kong. It's crazy.
Yeah. It was all. It was such a fun show. And to give Splat Attack more, they had 2 weeks ago. They did an episode where they had 2 contestants, gold medalists from who won on their show, and interviewed them from when they were kids, and now they're obviously grown-ups with their own kids doing sports and stuff like that. Really fun interview. They got the gold medals, and they got a piece of like the real aggro crag. That's just styrofoam, painted styrofoam is what that is. But but yeah, Guts is phenomenal, man. I'm glad you guys like that one too. So has anybody taken anybody's lineup yet in the top 3 yet?
no.
I mean, all of these have been on my.
I mean, they're all on my list.
If I need to mention them, list they're not in my top 3. Though.
Okay, cool. See, there you go, man.
Hi, Genesis. Genesis is leaving. Genesis is one of my students. That's Luna. See you later.
All right, Luna. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate you.
They call me Mr. P.
Mr. P up in the house. Yeah. Mr. P. What's the P stand for?
My last name.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's
very good. Yeah. Mr. Pimp. Mr. Player. Very good.
Play on,
okay.
player.
Who's next? Kirk.
Yeah, I'm up, I guess. I'm up. Hey, look, I'm gonna go kind of obscure, but man, when I think of Nickelodeon and as a child, what was one of my favorite things to watch?
Do it. I know where you're going.
Was 100%. No, not that. Nope, not that. Because you know what? Let me tell you something about that. Can I give you a criteria? On our show, we do criteria. On my criteria, I wrote all this list down, right? And then I went back and I said, man, how am I going to eliminate some of these? And I saw that many of these I put squares around because they weren't original Nickelodeon shows. And that one wasn't an original Nickelodeon show. So it was from like Canada or something. I don't remember. But so I took all the ones that weren't original completely out, and that helped me out a little bit.
Nice.
But I'm going with this one lasted about 10 years. It lasted from 8 or 7 years, 83 to 90, and then it reran back in 2000. I'm going with Mr. Don Herbert, but what? Mr. Wizard's World.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going with Mr. Wizard's World, man. Dude,
Not where I
I
thought you were
love
going.
this show. I loved watching Mr. Wizard, and it's like the precursor. It's the ancestor of Bill Nye and the ancestor of Mark Robert. All these guys that are doing all these science projects. Mr. Wizard did it all, back in the day. But I love Mr. Wizard, man.
Man, this was not on the Orange Years. I do not remember. I remember seeing this dude's face. Here, let's get that up there.
There he is, man. Mr. Wizard's World, bro. Yeah, and so basically he was an old science teacher or whatever, and he just kind of had a show, and he would come in and he would do like you're at the science fair, the science set. Yeah. Hey, Vintage Sports Clips. See you soon, man.
All right, man. Keith, thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging with us. Always good to see you, buddy.
So yeah, there's a lot of really heavy hitters in the 90s that I wanted to pick, but that wouldn't be what was my real favorite. Like when I think of being a kid, it's this one and obviously my number one. But yeah, Mr. Wizard's World.
Nice, man. Okay, I gotta go see if that's on Paramount Plus or something because I don't remember that one. I don't remember.
So I mean, if you've seen Bill Nye or any of that, it's very similar.
Yeah.
A bunch of kids come in. They get these chemicals, do this, do that, whatever, boom, blow. It's just kind of having like science projects and stuff.
I like it, man. Good pick. I like that you're going with nostalgia too. I love it, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Good criteria. Okay.
I know nothing about that show.
I knew you wouldn't. That's why I said you weren't going to pick my other two.
Well, that's interesting because I feel like then you have to go number one with what I'm thinking you're going with. Because you've talked about anyway, we'll get to that later.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to pick that one, but
no, I won't. All right, that makes me feel better about my next two picks. So I'm going to go with for my next one. Again, this is big nostalgia for me. I'm born '89, so as it gets later into the '90s, kind of gets more to my. Now, granted, Doug was '91, but I mean, I was still watching it. It was playing for a while. This one, I remember watching it as it debuted. I watched it with my dad, and it's kind of one of those memories that I have, just growing up and watching it with him. It is 100% has shaped my sense of humor over my life. And it's potentially, if you're going to look at the critics' top 3 Nickelodeon shows of all time, this has to be up there. Maybe the number 1, to be honest with you. Are you ready, kids? Are you ready?
Part three was your number 1. Now this is your number 1?
No, this is not my number 1. I'm saying this would be like the critics, what they would probably assume to be the number 1 show. It's SpongeBob. It's SpongeBob SquarePants. This show is basically the Simpsons for Nickelodeon, in the sense of longevity and being a staple show and one of those things. This is, like I said, shaped my sense of humor over my life. You can see my tagline in here is mayonnaise an instrument? I will say that the longer that it's gone on, the original, the creator passing away in, I think, 2018, and some of the changes that have happened since then, maybe today it's not quite what it was for me personally, but I still know kids today still love SpongeBob. So the SpongeBob that they have today is still going to be a part of their nostalgia. So I appreciate it for that reason, all the movies and everything that have come out from it. But those original years, 99, early to mid 2000s, where I was watching this, I will still go home today and catch my dad watching SpongeBob and just dying laughing. It is, I can't tell you how often we use quotes from this show. You know what's funnier than 24? 25. Like, just all these quotes and things from, like, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. I love this. All the music that comes from this show. I think "Sweet Victory" is probably my favorite song that's come from this, where they play at the halftime show. But man, it's just an iconic show that has stood the test of time. And there's not very often that you can say, I mean, this show's going to be pushing 30 years, which is just wild to think.
Yeah.
That
Now-
show. And the creator of the show was a marine biologist, from what I understand, too. And like he took his love of that, or he was in that field, and then did this, and then never had to work another day. I mean, he created this whole deal. But
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
so that, yeah, is kind of what he. Obviously there's some things that are not scientifically accurate in the show, as far as taking a bath underwater. But it's just a great show. SpongeBob. I could not use this as one of my picks today for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a favorite
I mean-
episode?
Do I have a favorite episode? I have multiple favorite. I mean, so the episode that I shared before, where they're playing the halftime show, and that, not just for that one quote that I shared, but that whole episode is great.
I think my favorite is when he is getting his driver's license.
Yeah, that's a great one.
With
Mrs. Puff.
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
and then the whale, what's her name? Pearl.
Pearl.
Yeah,
Pearl is getting hers too, isn't she? Something like that.
Yeah, there's
Chad is out of here.
Later, Chad. Thanks
Look
for
at
coming,
Barry
man.
Barry. Was Kiss ever on Nick at Night?
Yeah, he always asks about Kiss. They probably were. But I like the episode when, like, the early on, the debut of Sandy, and Sponge goes into the dome and says, "I don't need it. I don't need it." And then they zoom in. It's very Ren and Stimpy-esque. Like, they zoom into his face, and it's so dried out. That's a great episode too. Jellyfishing. I mean, a lot of my favorite ones are going to be
That
those
one came to
early-
mind. Jellyfishing. What is the one where they have to like they have to get over the wall or something, or they have to get down the trench?
Oh no! So they go down to, what's the name of the?
And they have to get back up.
Yeah, and he keeps missing the bus. Like he looks
yeah.
away for
He
a
keeps
half of a
missing the
second. And goes, like, it's so funny, dude.
I'll tell you, I love this show, guys. This is a staple. It was a staple in our house for a little bit. Patrick is just a great character. Yeah, I have a couple Patricks at our school, and every time I call their name, it's like, "Hey, Patrick," and they're like, "It's not funny, Mr. P," but okay, Patrick. It's just yeah, Free Balloon Day. That's a good one. But SpongeBob. See, SpongeBob was way after my time, but this was like in my kids' time frame, and so. Nickelodeon kind of came back in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s for me. And I started watching a bit more again, or a lot more again. And SpongeBob is the staple, dude. Like, if you like cartoons and SpongeBob isn't in your at least honorable mentions, then I mean,
You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. I got that Mr. Ma reference. I got that. Yeah, man. SpongeBob, even the spinoffs. My kids like watching Bikini. What is it called? Camp. What is it? Camp Bikini Bottom.
I
think
think
it's what it-
a lot of them is, if it's more recent stuff, I'm not really well versed in it. But.
It's pretty good. It's like how they met. They're at camp, and it's a prequel.
Oh,
it's
cool.
It's all the same people, of course, but it's them at camp, and like, Squidward is like a camp counselor, and
Of course he is.
yes, dude, and Plankton is like the chef on the camp. He's the only chef, and he's like, yeah, dude, it's great because it's like this 3D. You remember SpongeBob in 3D, the Sponge on the Run, or Sponge on the Run, not what was it, Sponge Out of Water. It's like that kind of animation, like the whole show. It's really good. It's pretty good. And then my favorite episode was the one where he got lost trying to get to work, trying to take a shortcut to work. And Squidward keeps telling him, the shortest distance between two points is a straight line. And he goes, no, first you got to zag, then you got to do this, and you got to do that's how you make a shortcut. And then he winds up getting all way off course. And the funniest part is he runs up to these guys just chilling on a couch because he's looking for a dime to call somebody on a payphone to get directions. And these guys are like, "Hey, buddy, this is our couch." And he goes, "Oh, sorry about that." And they're all just like drinking sodas. And he says, "What you doing, drinking soda?" And he goes, "What's it to you?" He goes, "Isn't it a little early to be hitting the high fructose corn syrup?" And he goes, and he goes, "Listen, bud, I know this gigantic soda isn't good for me, but sometimes it gives me the kick I need to start my day as a pedicab driver." Just the randomness that this people come up with on this stuff.
You're exactly right. Just so many things that are just in any context outside of SpongeBob probably wouldn't be funny or wouldn't make sense. Like the episode when they're going door to door and selling chocolate. Chocolate. Why is that funny? It's so hilarious. The Krusty Krab pizza episode when they do the rock version of that. Oh my gosh!
I just love how Squidward is so bad at the clarinet. Like he thinks he's great.
You remember the episode where he got a +1 invitation?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Plus son a." He goes, "No," and he's like, "No, sir, that means +1." And he's like, "Oh yeah, if it's one thing, they're finding things in common, him and the male guy." And because like, I might like to go with you to this thing. I don't got nothing going on tonight. And he says, and if there's one thing I hate most, it's SpongeBob. He says SpongeBob, and the male guy says it's clarinets. He goes, "What?" Who can like the sound of a clarinet? It's hilarious, man. Did y'all see the first movie?
Yeah, the first one, yes.
So you remember the peanut guy when they're after he gets the bad news and he's at the nut bar, and then the peanut guy who says, "Oh, Goofy Goobers, time to sing. Oh, I'm a goofy." Wait, do you know who did that voice? That was Johnny Five.
No way, really?
Yes, and the only reason why I know that is I went to a Comic-Con last month, and he was there. And I said, "Oh man, well," and so I was interviewing him. "What was it like doing this and this and this?" And then I took my kids a few hours later to the event, and they saw on his poster it had the picture. He goes, "Dad, look, it's the Goofy Goober guy." I was like, "No way! I totally missed that." He also did Frank the Dog in Men in Black. So my kids went up and were talking to him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I do that voice," and he sung the song for my kids and everything. It was awesome, man. So fun fact: the guy who Tim Blaney, I think is his name, did the voice of that. So, but great pick, man. Andy, awesome pick. Very good. Love it.
Yeah. We had to talk about that. All right. So we're the number ones now, huh?
We are. We're number ones. Unless you guys want to we'll do honorable mentions after our top one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. My number one, I got to tell you, this was my spooky night.
Yes.
Saturday night. We all know what's coming. I'm glad nobody said it beforehand, and I hope I didn't take anybody's number one.
Yeah.
But obviously it's Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Great pick.
This was me, man. I loved Saturday Night Snick. I remember Saturday night, my parents would be in the living room watching the HBO feature presentation. You remember the old intro where they go through the city and then the do new 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 new. And if it was family friendly, we'd watch it. If they say, "Oh no, it's a grown up movie," it'd be like 48 Hours or Beverly Hills Cop or something like that. And okay, son, you need to go in the other room. This is going to be for grown ups. Okay, cool. So I'd go on my parents. The only other TV in the house was a waterbed in my parents' room, and I'd go sit on the edge of the waterbed and get ready for Snick, man. So that's where Clarissa Explains It All and Rugrats would pop on, and then Snick started at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Dude, that intro is so good.
Yes, I actually have it. Hold on. I'll you know what? I'll probably get copy slapped, but you guys want to see it?
Oh, always. When presented the opportunity.
When I do this on my Twitch, I watch this before we start watching anything like that. This is just for you guys.
Hey, look at
There you go. Saturday Night Stick does not take you back.
I love that. It's a great picture of the 90s right there.
Yeah,
It's just
no
the
doubt.
music, the everything about it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I loved it. So yeah, Roundhouse would start it off, kick it off. Oh, wait. Was it Roundhouse or Clarissa? Which one would start it off first? Hold on. I got it right here. I got the lineup. Oh, I'm sorry. It was Clarissa. Clarissa would start it off, then
Yeah.
Roundhouse, and then Ren and Stimpy, of course. And then as soon as that theme song from Ren and Stimpy and the credits would start rolling, I'd already start biting my nails and hiding behind the covers, getting ready for that classic intro of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goes, okay, it's 8:30, it's 8:29, and the commercials would start. Those nice bubbly commercials on Nickelodeon, like, oh yeah, coming up this week is this. And well, okay, it's gonna hit pretty quick here. I know it's gonna happen. And all of a sudden that, the intro music would come in with that, the playground with the swings. It's just, oh man, I love Are You Afraid of that? All the fun stories,
And the
spooky
Mac.
stories. Yes, man. It just and the whole idea of friends. Obviously, they snuck out at midnight from their houses to go do this, and like just hanging out, telling ghost stories. I never got a chance to do that with my friends because nobody was into telling ghost stories. So I never got that experience of sitting around telling ghost stories of anyone. So I definitely, you know what? Next time I take my kids camping, I think we're going to do that. We're going to sit around and tell ghost stories around the campfire. So, but yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark? My jam. Do you see? I don't know if you guys can see my shirt, but we got this. Hold on. My favorite episode.
The Tale of Laughing in the Dark.
Yes, that is my favorite. Obviously, Zebo back there. That's where Ryan. And then, the card that GPK Vinny sketched live last week or 2 weeks ago on the show. He drew that. So Zebo is my favorite villain. Do you guys have a favorite episode or villain, or was this past y'all's time, or what?
I gotta cheat and pull it up to remember.
While
some of
Andy's cheating, I'll jump in. I didn't watch this. I watched Ren and Stimpy. And Ren and Stimpy was, as soon as Ren and Stimpy went off, I pretty much changed the channel. Not because I was scared at that level, but I was trying to think, what year did this come out? I was trying to picture what grade I was in. Because you said you're 82, right, Sean?
Yeah.
So I'm 78. So that makes me like 5 years older than you, or 4 or 5 years older than you. I think I was probably high school at this time. And so I watched Ren and Stimpy for sure. I used to tape Ren and Stimpy. It was funny. And then I would switch. And then probably right after that, I would switch away to something else. But I've seen episodes, especially the intro, because, I'm watching Ren and Stimpy or whatever, and they would come on. But if I watched them today, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember seeing this one time, but nothing that ever was like, it rang a bell. So I couldn't give you one bad guy, one villain.
Oh, I mean, the one that I always go to is Ghastly Grinner. I had to look up the name of it, but the blue and yellow, the jester.
Totally.
That's just terrifying. I remember as a kid watching this show. It's one of those. It's part of the whole horror genre for many people, or at least for me, where it's like, I don't want to watch it, but I do. Like, I can't stop.
Yeah, I definitely know this guy. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't know them, but I know. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't remember the name, but I'm remembering the faces. Yeah, it was definitely one of those things. It was. I was told probably not to watch this kind of thing. Usually because Ren and Stimpy was on before. My mom didn't like me to watch Ren and Stimpy. My dad was like, yeah, sure, whatever, we can watch it. And then if I happen to be up later than that, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah, it's a great episode one.
Yeah. The scariest one for me, because the very first one I ever watched was The Tale of Laughing in the Dark, PNX World. I just love the Funhouse. I love the fact that it was basically like, what was that old horror movie where the babysitter, there's somebody, it's got to be at your house. There's somebody upstairs, like if you guys don't remember the episode, so the kid kid goes into a fun house and steals Zebo's nose, his fake nose, the dummy that's in the fun house. And all of a sudden, the ghost that you never see starts kind of stalking him. And one night, the parents go out for dinner, and he's home alone. And next thing you know, the phone call rings, and it's the clown. He's on the phone with his friend, and he's like, "This phone." Somebody picks up the phone and says, "Give it back." And he's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Put down the phone, Kathy." "Josh, we only have one phone. It's got to be at your house."
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, "If you don't give it back, I'll come up and get it." And he forgets to lock his bedroom door, so he's rushing over there to lock the door, and he's trying to get in, and he's just like. And the good moral of the story is he leaves and he goes back to the funhouse and returns his nose and gives him some cigars because that's the part of the storyline. Go back and watch Laughing in the Dark on Paramount Plus, man. You will not regret
I
it.
need to do that. Yeah.
So
Sure.
I'm just pulling up and trying to jog some memories on some of these bad guys, and there's a website that ranks the episodes, and that episode is ranked 7 out of 65. Just a heads up.
When they put top 3.
Top 3 episodes. Let me scroll all the way back to the bottom. Which
This
is
went
good.
7 seasons. I didn't remember
That's
that.
one of Andy's pet peeves when a ranking website starts from 1 and not the 65.
It should be everyone's pet peeve. Why would they do that?
Number 1, the Tale of the Shiny Red Bicycle.
I don't remember that one. I got to watch that one.
Not a villain in this one at all. Number 2, The Tale of Midnight Madness, Nosferatu
Yes.
and Dr.
Yes.
Vink.
That's phenomenal. That's a great one.
And number 3, The Tale of the Frozen Ghost, another not villain or monster.
That's top 3? Okay.
The
No.
Nightly Neighbors is 4.
Yeah, that's okay. That's vampires.
Pinball
Yeah.
Wizard,
What
Prom
was this one?
Queen, and then Laughing in the Dark.
Okay. Yeah, those top 3 are that debunk all those. Those are terrible episodes. Yeah, those are not good. Especially if there's not even a villain in it. There's not even a ghost or anything or a red bicycle.
8 and 9 is The Cutter's Treasure.
Okay. I
There's 2
never saw
parts
that
to
one.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a 2-parter. Yeah.
Oh, The Tale of the Water Demons.
I don't know that one.
That one
No.
was next. Anyways,
No,
that's top 10.
That's cool. Right on, man. Thanks for finding that. I'm just curious what they were the internet saying. Yeah. So don't worry about those. Listen to me. Go watch Laughing in the Dark. Go watch the very first episode that premiered, which was The Tale of the Phantom Cab. And then what's the third one?
So that was episode 1 is The Phantom Cab.
Yeah.
That's the very first one. Yeah, technically. Technically, the pilot was one where so you remember the Orange Years where they said, "Oh, we can't put anything scary on unless it has to do with education." So they turned a monkey's paw into an episode, basically with the Twisted Claw is what they called it. Yeah. So but go back and watch Laughing in the Dark. Oh, so the Midnight Madness that you mentioned earlier. That's a fantastic episode. It's the premise to Last Action Hero. So,
yeah.
Yes. So imagine
I love that movie, by the way.
Yes, that is a fantastic movie. Imagine a theater where a silent movie vampire Nosferatu comes out of a screen after chasing after you as a kid working in a theater. So you'll love it. It's fun stuff. Oh, Tale of the 13th Floors. That's a good one too. I really like that one. PNX, what is yours? Let's see. They had a couple of grim endings. Yeah. Some of Alien Brother. Yes. Well, Alien Sister on the 13th floor was probably the one. I wonder if that's the one you're thinking of.
Andy, the Ghastly Grinners ranked 37th.
I'm just saying whatever. But
He's spooky.
The look of it is terrifying.
It's an awesome one. You know what it reminds me of, that episode, because it has to do with comic books, right?
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of what was it, Freddy's Dead, where remember where the guy had he was the kid who drew comic books, and he had the dream that he went into a comic book, and had the nightmare with Freddy. And I don't know if you guys remember that episode, but that's what that Tale of the Ghastly Gunner. And then Goosebumps, it reminds me of Attack of the Mutants. Is that what it was? Attack of the Mutants? Something like that. Mutant, something like that. Anyways, yeah, that's good stuff, man. Camping in Enchanted Rock with no moon. Is that what you're doing right now? Or you're saying you guys are gonna do some Four Lows. Welcome to the show, by the way. Are you guys gonna tell some ghost stories while you're sitting around with no moon? That's scary. That's scary. Yeah, very good, man. Hey, I know where Enchanted Rock is. That's not too far from me, man. Okay, Kirk.
Yeah.
We're ready for your number one. I've talked enough about.
It had to be there. As soon as we said it, I knew exactly where it was. And for number one, I'm going with the first show ever, Pinwheel.
Yep.
Pinwheel.
Oh,
I knew it.
Bro, let me tell you something. Pinwheel, 77 to 83, I think. It's an hour, 2-hour show like Sesame Street. I never watched Sesame Street because I was busy watching Pinwheel. And basically it's puppets in a mansion. And man, I was glued to the TV as a 4-year-old or 5-year-old. I can still, there wasn't, like when you think back, sometimes people ask, what is your earliest memory? And this is one of them. Me, Indian style, in front of my family's entertainment center and watching Pinwheel. I was singing the pinwheel spinning around. I was singing it the other day, and I was like, what the heck? What are you talking about? But I almost put this on. We had a 90s nostalgia show a couple days ago, or about 2 weeks ago. And I wanted to put it on because originally, like, oh yeah, I'm 90s nostalgia. And I was like, oh no, that's 80s. Dang it. Or even 70s. So, but I love this show. This is what I think of originally with Nickelodeon. It's the very first show out of Columbus, Ohio is when they launched this thing. And a lot of really cool puppets. Got me into puppets. Andy loves puppets. But yeah, this is my show, man. 100% Pinwheel. The other two kind of mapping it out, but yeah, Pinwheel.
Yeah, I remember vaguely watching it. I was really little back when I still couldn't fully speak. My dad
would have been like one as it was going out because I think it went out at like 83.
Yeah. My dad would still tells me to this day. I'll walk past him some days and he'll say, "Pinwheel, spinning around, look at my man." That's the way I would sing it when I was running around in diapers, singing "Pinwheel, spinning around." I didn't know how to say spinning. I would say spinning. That's how young I was when this show was around.
So they had plus and minus. They were twin puppets. This is one of the things that I remember too. And they would play Gotcha Last. It was a game of tag, and so they would just jump on screen and be like Gotcha Last, and they would disappear. There was a snail that took forever to get off the screen. They kept coming back to him. There was a room in there. I was telling I'm the teacher, and there was another teacher. We were talking about what we would pick, and there was a room in there. And this is it was the room of sounds, and there was a guy very Bill Cosby-esque before he got in trouble, and he would grab the like box and open the box up, and it would be like, let's hear what this is, and he'd open it and it would be like a lion or a elephant. And I just, that such core memories of growing up and learning that, like, this was my preschool. So like following this, A is for, and just seeing it was just a variety show like Sesame Street, tons of different clips for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I probably I saw today, it was like 260 episodes. I've probably seen them all.
Wow.
Yeah. I never missed. I remember being there in front of the TV for that time period.
Nice, man. Andy, you remember this one?
I remember it from the Orange Years documentary. That's about all. This is the only memory I have. I'm born '89, so I was
sure.
I think it was actually, when I was looking it up, it ran until like 1990. Like they were playing it on Nick Jr. in 1990, and then it was done. So
yeah, December 1st, 77 to 84, with reruns until 90.
Yeah. So I for sure was not. This was not my thing, but I do enjoy puppets. I'm a big Jim Henson guy. I've got an animal tattoo.
Hang on.
That was my first tattoo right there.
Whoa!
That is my senior graduating present from high school from my mom. She not that she didn't do it, but she signed off on it for me. So I'm a drummer. I've been playing drums for a long time. So that was always been an animal guy, which is not part of this, but that's the closest story I have to.
I will just say this. This was the pilot show to the whole thing. And like,
so this was on Nickelodeon when it was called Cube.
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
started as
Being
Cube.
Nickelodeon.
They talk
Yeah.
about it in the
Right.
Orange years. They had those things where you could kind of talk back in the Cube when they were doing Cube. But yeah, it started there, and then they were kind of seeing if it was going to work, and it did, and it laid the groundwork for all the future episodes and future television shows because a kids channel can work, and yeah.
That's awesome, man. And Andy, going back to your puppet fascination, I too am a fan of puppets. Me and Jim Henson have the same birthday.
No way.
Yeah, and I found this out today too. Me and Kevin Sorbo also have the same birthday.
Wow.
So Jim Henson's amazing. Jim
Henson and Hercules, that's a good too. That's good.
Yeah, man. So I really dig on Jim Henson stuff.
Since we're throwing that out, my birthday was yesterday, and I share with Michael Jackson and Hurricane Katrina. What you got on that?
Whoa!
I have the same birthday as Hulk Hogan, and Tracy Porter of the New Orleans Saints.
Oh,
wow!
Sealed the deal for our Super Bowl win. So
that's cool. Well, happy belated birthday, Kirk.
Thank you.
Did you cook yourself a steak or something? What'd you do?
He doesn't cook steak.
I don't make steak, but that's why I need your barbecue guy on our show. I'm terrible at barbecue and any kind of steak. Now that my wife does all that. We didn't do nothing. I watched my kids play sports, and I had to work extra late because of an event at school, and then we had cake, and I went to bed.
Oh, right on. Just another day.
We're actually going to celebrate Sunday night. We got a lot of people.
Tony says his birthday's on D-Day.
The original D-Day? You're pretty old.
Well, like the date, yeah, that's funny, man. That's crazy. Okay, Andy, give it to us.
Hey, move it, football head. Hey, Arnold is the best show
I knew it.
on Nickelodeon. It's so good. There's not a single complaint I ever have about this show. In thinking back to it, this may actually be my number one because I have no complaints. The only complaint I would have is that there wasn't more of it. I mean, it was 5 seasons, but that was it. This is the best show when it comes to this for me. It came out in 96. So, I'm 7 when this show is coming out. This is a great time to be in cartoons and everything. I love this show. What I love, maybe not as much as a 7-year-old that I love now is how complex this show was. Like the deep story writing that was happening in this. There were so many it was still funny. It was still an entertaining cartoon. There was comedy, but they're telling some serious life stuff in this. Whether it was dealing with immigration, it was dealing with depression and just some different things like that. What's her name? Helga's mom was an alcoholic, right? And having to deal with that and just, you talk about Arnold's backstory of being raised by his grandparents because his parents, kind of left him to them, and just so many deep things in that the writing in it is fantastic. My favorite episode is the Christmas episode where, what's his Mr. Wynn's, you hear his backstory and how he left the country or stayed in the country and then left his daughter, and he was separated from his daughter, and then they reunited them. And it was just this amazing story. All of that to say, yes, all that stuff's deep, but man, it is a funny show. You talk about all the characters that are happening in this. Hey, Arnold is just this guy who is, again, I started off talking about Doug. This is similar in those lines of like, he's just a good kid. He's a young kid. He's got his best friend Gerald with him. You've got all these inner city kids and stuff that are kind of mixing in and all that stuff. This show is fantastic. The music is great. I love the jazz music behind it. And Phoenix, you said it. That room. There's not a kid who did not envy Arnold for having this room that was in like an attic, right? That was the attic. It was so interesting that he had all of those amenities in there. I love this show. It's perfect. This show is the animation's great, the music's great, the storytelling's great, the comedy's great. It is just, it's to me the best show for Nickelodeon.
That's a good pick, man. I knew.
I've never seen it. I never saw this one. I gotta go check.
No
it.
way. You have not watched Hey Arnold? Oh my
No.
god. And
I never saw Rocco's Modern Life either. I heard those are both fantastic
Oh.
shows.
Rocco is very much like Ren and Stimpy in the sense of ton of innuendos.
Yeah,
Okay.
Rocco almost made my list.
It's a fever dream. That
Yeah,
show.
I got a SpongeBob feeling from looking at all the characters.
I
in
could see that.
Rocco.
I could see that. It's definitely SpongeBob's toned down compared to Rocco.
Okay, nice.
Now, I only know Hey Arnold because of Andy. And he has, brought it up several times. I could have pegged your 3, Andy. That's just pretty good stuff. Hey Arnold, because you've told me about it, I've gone and watched. We had some clips and some other videos, and we did some stuff. But I mean, this show, it really talked about like poverty, and it talked about family dynamics and alcoholism and homelessness, and it talks about it just like it was really impressive when I was kind of like researching it. When I don't remember, was it the cartoon episode you brought that up? I don't know. Like maybe I was editing for something. I don't know. And I was like, man, it's really good. But I never watched it. 96, I was a senior, and it ran till the early 2000s. I mean, I was in the military at that time, so yeah, I just didn't watch Hey Arnold, so I didn't have that was not my wheelhouse at that time. So
Interesting. Very good.
I would highly suggest it.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'll check out. It sounds pretty deep, man. So,
It's so funny
he
because
is a phone sex operator in one of the episodes.
Well, that is talking about Rocco. Rocco's job was at one of those establishments.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
No,
Absolutely, he was.
it's real.
Absolutely.
No way. In a kid's
Yes,
show?
he was.
No, he didn't.
Oh, yes, he was.
100% is. Look it
Oh
up. I
my
mean, find it. It's so weird how they.
Oh,
got
yes,
it.
he was.
How did they get away with this stuff?
And they had like the neon signs and yeah.
It's wild.
All right, Rocket Fire. Give me your honorable mentions.
How many honorable mentions do we get?
Unlimited.
Oh my gosh.
All
Okay.
right. Well, I guess I'll go next since he went. So I'm gonna name some that were actually not Nickelodeon things. Like I said, some of the ones I skipped. So I'm gonna go Danger Mouse, which is one of the ones that Patrick had mentioned. Absolutely, it wasn't an original, but it would have. I'll go with Danger Mouse as my next.
Can I give you 20? I mean,
I didn't know I was going to name off a whole bunch, but I was going to give you time. So go ahead.
yeah. So these are just honorable mentions. So I'm going to rapid fire some and
Go ahead.
But you got Rugrats, All That, Rocco's Modern Life, like we were just talking about, Ren and Stimpy, Real Monsters, Wild and Crazy Kids, Salute Your Shorts, Legends of the Hidden Temple. We kind of talked about. Kablam was amazing. Wild Thornberries, Clarissa Explains It All, Cat Dog, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, The Angry Beavers, Figure It Out. That would be my last one there. That I Figure It Out might have been my favorite game show when it came to Nickelodeon.
And I believe that was Phil Moore's son who hosted that.
Well, no, that was Summer Sanders.
Oh, what was Go Figure? What did he do? He told me on the show. He goes, "Yeah, my son was the person who did something on either Figure It Out or Go Figure or something like that. He did one of those Nickelodeon shows. I don't know. I'm mistaken.
Maybe he did the one that I'm about to say. So here, I'll do this. One thing I loved was Nick at Night back as a kid. So all the old shows from that, but that Mystery Cities of Gold, you can't do that on television. Danny Phantom, Inspector Gadget, Picture Pages, David the Gnome, Hidden Temple, Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron, Avatar, obviously Rocco's and Ren and Stimpy, Danger Mouse, Finders Keepers, Banana Man, Today's Special. Here's some Junior, Blue's Clues, and Dora, right? So Salute Your Shorts. This one, I actually was on this show, but I don't think it ever aired. But Think Fast. I was on that in the Studio Ardents. Nick Arcade, Wonder Pets, Backyardigans, Umizoomi, the new Ninja Turtles, Count Duckula, Rin Tin Tin, Speed Racer, the Kids' Choice Awards, Heathcliff, Garfield, Standby, Lights, Camera, Action, and Eureka's Castle. And the funniest name, and I have this, and I never even seen this, but I thought it was the funniest when I was looking them up. But Ugly Martians.
But Ugly Martians also premiered on my birthday. I forgot about But Ugly Martians. Oh my gosh, that ran for like 40 minutes. Like I don't even think it was. Oh my gosh, I'm looking it up now.
That one sounds out of this world.
3 seasons.
Yeah, so there's my list, and I even highlighted the ones you guys picked.
Nice, dude. Very good.
There it is.
Good stuff, man. Very good. Well, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put y'all's list together and I'm going to post it. I'm going to make a story and put a poll on YouTube and our Instagram. Maybe I'll just do it on Instagram because it gets too confusing. I tried to do a vote.
This by far, he's got the 3 heavy hitters.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think Kirk's eliminated just only because I don't know how many people, and maybe it's just me, are on the. I mean, I've never even heard. What was the second one?
Mr. Wizard.
Yeah, Mr. Wizard.
Yeah. You never know. I mean, you never know it. You just never know. You never know our target audience. Like Ryan is definitely from
generation to show up.
I'm pretty sure Ryan is from your era.
They don't know how to work in
so.
How do I work a poll? Whoa, work a poll.
Yeah. Whoa.
Rocco does though.
Watch Rocco's Modern Life and figure that out.
Yeah, that's right. Everything I learned is from cartoons, right? Yeah. Joining late, I think my top 4 for this week were All Real Monsters, Rocco, Guts, Ren and Stimpy are honorable mentions though. Right on, man. Welcome, Aaron.
Yeah,
Thanks
Aaron, that is the teacher I was talking about it with.
Oh, cool. Right on, man. Welcome to the show. So before we head out, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming on tonight. And this is y'all's moment to tell everybody. I'm going to remove myself and you guys talk about your channel and just say where they can find you and what shows you got coming up. If you're going to any conventions or whatever you want to say, tell everybody what's happening and where they can find you. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well, hey, we're Rushmore Show, Kirk and Andy. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, all of those areas. We go live every Friday night. Sometimes it's Thursdays, but the normal plan is Fridays. Just check us out. Follow us along there. We're just about to enter into 2 months of sports topics. We got a lot of really fun stuff happening. Kirk's got the lineup here. He can tell you what we got coming up and then maybe mention the conventions too.
Yeah, man. So September we start sports. So we're from New Orleans, so we're gonna do with a local YouTuber, Who Dat Pat. We're gonna do Saints all time. We're gonna do with some friends, college coaches, obscure sports, and we're also going to do college football players. So a lot of college, and then that's September, and in October. We will be doing I missed out. Well, October we're doing more sports. Here it is. Sorry. Because I had to delete the one I needed. So October we're doing football rivalries, baseball Hall of Fame snubs. You saw Zach's collectibles in here. He's going to be on vintage sport flips. You've seen him in here. We're going to do the best dunkers ever in the NBA. And our guy Vogs, we're going to do stadiums. And then we'll start with food. If you guys want to be on the show, the best way to do is Instagram us. We are close to that 1,000 mark. Help us out, subs, with the subs to get us there. But video games in January is going to be huge. We got about 14 guests that are coming on board. And then we're going to have some conventions. Next weekend, actually, or weekend after next. Yeah. So we're almost a week away that we will have a convention in Morgan City called the Louisiana RetroCon. I am actually rocking the first RetroCon we went to shirt right now. And then we're going to be at St. Tammany Collectors Con in early November, I think, Andy, right?
Yeah, November.
Yeah. And then so that will be the 2 that we're going, probably Pelicon towards January. And then there are a couple other conventions we're chasing. But yeah, come check us out every Friday night, and we have a blast, very similar to this, and just kind of go through our top fours. I dunk a mean Oreo. Yeah. Well, I love
But when
that.
you say dunkers, I think Dunkaroos.
Oh yeah.
Dunkaroos. Oh, we're talking basketball, NBA with vintage sport flips. Oh, by the way, whenever you come on, if you ever want to come on the show, we allow you to pick the topic. So as long as we can give enough criteria or enough material, we'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good one. Let's do it. So Keith, who was on here earlier, picked Dunkers. So Oreos, yeah, cool.
So
Pretty
make
good.
sure you got to bring those as a fun prop. Bring some Dunkaroos. If they still do, they still make Dunkaroos?
They do.
We
Yeah,
talked about that a couple weeks ago on our. We did top 4 discontinued snacks or foods.
Nice.
That's fun.
Awesome. But you got to bring those as a joke, Andy. Next on your at least Oreos, at least say, okay, my number one dunk is Dunkaroos or so.
I always carry Oreos with me wherever I go. Anyway.
Oh yeah, you're like Napoleon with your tots in your zipper pocket.
You gotta stay strapped with a pack of Oreos.
That's right. Awesome, man. Hey, well, I'm so glad you guys came on tonight, man. I'm glad we were able to schedule this. We scheduled this like 3-4 months ago. I mean, that's how long we've been on the calendar.
Yeah, you were on the show on our show in March, April time. So,
oh my gosh,
yeah, when you were on. So we talked about it then.
Yeah, awesome, man.
We kind of talked about it, and then we finally saw a spot. And we're like, let's do it.
Yeah, for sure.
We would love to be back if you'd have us, and it's been a blast. And we'll get you back on as well. And man, thank you so much, man.
You're very welcome. I appreciate you guys. It's always good hanging with you guys. And we saw a lot of people from our communities tonight that brought us together. So it's always good to see happy people, good, positive people, just wanting to get together and talk about the good old days of pop culture and nostalgia and bring that inner child, keep them alive inside of us all, right? So Real Life Crew, thanks for coming in tonight. Everybody from the Rushmore channel, the Rushmore Show channel, thank you guys all for tuning in tonight. And we will catch you guys. Hey, tune in to the Real Life Perspective Show next Friday with the Splat Attack crew is going to be on with us. We're going to be talking about our favorite breakfast cereals. We're going to be talking about the prizes and the stuff on the back of the boxes and all that kind of fun stuff. So you don't want to miss it. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel. Am I right? Guys? Okay. Hasta la pasta. Cool, man. Good show, guys. Thanks a lot for being here. It's good to see you, PNX. Let's see. Andy, you're going to take us out on one of your favorite SpongeBob quotes ever.
Does anyone know how to play an instrument? Yes, Patrick. Is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument.